Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We are All Systems Go, and my name is Sean. I'll be leading today's session, and we are playing Blades in the Dark. And my three lovely players are Abby, Logan, and Sarah. Same cast, same crew, doing our best, traumatizing those characters. Um, and we are in the middle of a heist, which we'll pretty much just dive into. Didn't have a great engagement roll, so you are trying to infiltrate a hideout of a rival gang called the Wraiths. The Bluecoats, which is sort of the quasi-military police force of Doskvol, is at your heels, following you through, per your request, but you thought they might wait a little bit longer before they kind of showed up. And if you're not careful, they might catch you before you can get all of your business done, which we'll probably figure out along the way because I don't know how much you're actually going to get done. Um, the unique mechanic we'll be trying out today is because it's kind of a race against time. There'll be an ongoing 6 clock that will tick up every time our group goes up a level of this 5-story building. And that clock will represent the Bluecoats chasing after them. So if they take too long, they'll get caught, or they'll have to do some things to slow down the Bluecoats as they progress up the building. So we left off. Y'all had just peeked your heads up out of the drainage gate into the base of this, what used to be an abandoned slaughterhouse. So you're in the base floor. You can see it's a kind of lightly sloped floor into this drain gate, long abandoned, but you can see still plenty of hooks and both water stains and much darker, probably blood stains, kind of lining the floor. Um, you see little haphazard sort of boxes, crates, random detritus kind of around and about. You can tell people have been through here. Some of the hooks kind of creak and swing a little ominously on their rails. You can also see it's a pretty tall, this section's pretty tall. So there's kind of some like catwalks above you, as well as you can see, I think, let's say it's really just a big square. So you've got the main entrance, we'll just say right in front of you. You're like in the very middle of the warehouse. You've got the main entrance right in front of you to the north, which is where you heard the Bluecoats coming from, and they just shouted that everyone was under arrest and they're about to enter. And behind you, directly to this, or actually, no, sorry, to the west. So to your left will be sort of a stairwell up. Looks like it's like what a zigzag stairwell up to the next level, which just has one sort of door entrance and is kind of like encased in chain link fencing. Okay, so y'all peek your head up. You're in a desperate position. Just as you come up, do you think you all just pop right out of the drain gate? Popping up like daisies?
Probably, yeah.
Popping up like daisies.
When in doubt, Foxfire just pops
Popping up.
Popping up. Wherever they want. Okay, so you pop on up, do a quick look around, and you see real quick actually that there's one figure who seems to be standing over by the door, and just as you catch sight of them, they click a button before opening the door, running back up, and you hear the motorized whirring of an engine springing back to life, creaking slowly, and suddenly all those nice little hooks that were standing and swaying move into action on a bunch of different conveyor belts. Now you must try and make your way up and through this death trap.
So, like Prince of Persia situation here is what
Prince
I'm
of Persia,
sensing.
we've got blades, traps,
We got
flying,
blades,
wall
traps,
jumping,
wall
sands
jumping.
of time.
Got it. I'm gonna let Abby take care of it.
I still have less effect, so I don't know how helpful I'm gonna be.
Oh god. Can I popping up, as Foxfire does, just pop it up. Here are the Bluecoats. See this happen. Can I quick ocular pat down this room and see if there's like something. I want to sort of like make it so they can't just walk in the door. Like bar the door somehow. Maybe there's like a gate that can fall down. Maybe there's like a
Yeah,
cable I can run through the handles.
yeah, definitely. You see, there's plenty of like roping, old supplies, cables, metal bars, anything you
Preferably
need.
non-death trap related, just stationary on the ground. Harmless.
Well, there's plenty that are moving and plenty that are also stationary on the ground. I think the doors themselves to this, they're probably there's probably like actual like wooden doors, but there's also probably like a larger metal sliding sort of like docking almost door to this. So that's definitely closed, but they could use that to open too. But there's also a couple regular doors, probably 2 regular doors up front that are maybe barred, but not like strongly.
Wait, so when you said the main entrance they're coming in, is that the metal sliding door or like the wooden normal door?
They're probably going for the regular doors first, but they can still get in through that metal door if need be. It'll just take them longer. It's it's big, hefty, heavy. You could try and block just the regular doors. You could try and block all of them. You can.
Yeah, I guess I'll. Can I block the normal doors with survey by surveying the room to find something to use and then just using that? That's sort of what I meant when I said ocular pat down, rather than like.
Oh, okay. That's what ocular pat down meant. I thought you were hunting for them. Okay. Yes, sure. That seems relatively fair. I'll let you survey. It'll be desperate, limited. Probably because you have flying hooks coming at you as well as blue coats at your doorstep, and limited because I think just placing something through there is not going to be the most effective. So let me double check our actions. We don't tend to use survey very much. When you survey, you observe the situation and anticipate outcomes.
Yeah, so it's like
not
sense
really
trouble.
so much of a doing thing.
Yeah, it's more of like I hear them outside. I know they're about to come in through this door, so I'm going to go block this door.
Yeah, I'll give it to you because it's not well. It could be. I was gonna say finesse almost. I'll give it to you. But you're desperate standard.
Limited or standard?
We'll say desperate standard.
Ooh,
Sean's
nice. Feeling generous. Okay, great.
If you don't do good, I get to impale you.
That's true. Okay. Do I need to push myself? No.
Oh no!
Okay. Yeah, so you quickly see the supplies, luckily pretty close to both of the doors, and you think you can jerry-rig just some metal cabling as well as a couple just different pipes and stuff that are laying around to lock up those doors pretty quick. You are so distracted though by focusing on the supplies, you forget the fact that there are now multiple butcher hooks kind of running rampant around this room. Take a couple steps before one just slams into the side of you, and you can feel the metal hook just digging deep into that flesh. That's going to be level 3 harm.
I would like to resist that with prowess, I think.
With yeah, physical.
She's been training at the prison gym. She's been doing her.
You gonna check that heavy armor?
We'll see how this goes. 5. Okay.
So 1 stress.
1 stress, and that drops it down to 2.
Drops it down to level 2 harm, yeah.
Ugh.
Can I also protect Duchess by seeing that she's not paying attention to these spikes at all and like trying to catch it before she runs into it?
That's a good question. Protect does let you
Kick it out of the way or something.
do it for them, but I don't know if you can both protect.
The same
No,
action?
so
I'm
you
not
suffer
sure.
it instead of them. So
Oh.
if you protected, you would have to like push her out the way and take
Okay.
the butcher hook to the side.
Jesus. Okay. Well, I'll check my armor. That gets it down to minus 1d. Oh my god.
They're
This is
doing great,
great.
guys.
Honestly, I think minus 1d is better than less effect. I don't know if that's actually true, but less effect sucks.
It probably is because y'all get a ton of dice, and the only way to get better effect is to push yourself or do set up actions, which more actions is not good.
Okay, my job is now just to resist for you.
Okay.
So
You just bodyguard
Okay.
everything.
it's up to
Okay.
you, Echo. You're the whole team.
Flashback, Sean. I would like to buy a flashback.
You may buy a flashback.
Okay, prior to this, you know, in between everything else we were doing to like prepare for this heist, because we said the like homeless people lived in like this warehouse for the most part.
Yeah, I mean there was a lot of vagrants and sort of squatters.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go under cover as a vagrant squatter and just like get the whole lay of the land, and like I guess I want from this to know how to switch off the spikes of doom.
It's pretty easy actually.
Okay.
You can see that there's a glowing sort of there's an
Flashback for
ether.
that.
Yeah, no, you don't even need to flashback. No one
Okay.
asked, so I didn't provide the information.
I would like to
yet.
know how to turn it off.
I mean, we did see the person turn it on and run away, so I assume we could just turn it off right there.
Yeah, so the there's a switch obviously on the far side by the door. There's also a engine engine. There's a device powering it all. And that has a sort of ether tank that's running and powering it. It's not like a big
How far is it from
like a
the
2-liter
door?
sized ether tank. The generator's also pretty close to the door, so the stairs, I should say. Is that what you meant? The door
Yes.
upstairs?
So if I forget about the flashback, if
Yeah, you don't need a flashback.
wreck this generator so that like we're on the stairs first and then I wreck it to like block the stairs so the blue kids can't go up the stairs easily, do you think I could do that and like to A, block the stairs, and B, stop the spiky spikes of doom?
I think you'd have to make 2 rolls to get it also as a defense. I think you can wreck it just to stop the spiky spikes. There's the potential, ether's very volatile, so if your wreck goes poorly, it could explode. Or do
I don't think it'll go poorly.
other negative effect. But you could definitely wreck it to stop the spiky spikes, or you could try and just get to the switch and see if that will work. Or you can. There's probably some other ways.
I
to do
mean,
it.
Should we not just group prowl and get away from these spikes?
Yeah, probably. Should have done that, yeah.
Group prowl, let's go. So group prowl to the stairs, and then
we can block it if we need to,
Then
or
we can
whatever.
block it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Perfect.
the blue cups will have to get through the spiky spikes
Exactly.
as well.
Yeah.
So maybe we should leave them on.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Cray.
Just
Who's
wreck
leading?
the actual stairs so that they can't, because we're not leaving down, we're leaving up. Just make it impossible to
Well, you have to
go
get from up
further
to down.
Sean's like, there does need to be a down eventually.
No, we're gonna
No,
jump out a
only
window,
up.
I think.
Only up.
There's like
We just-
roofs and stuff out there.
We fly.
Yeah.
I think I noted that it's not close enough to other.
Flashback to when I invent
Buildings.
air travel. And there's a plane landing on the roof.
There's some tricks,
Okay.
but we'll cover that at a later date. So
I'll
who's
go ahead
prowling?
and
Who's
prowl.
leading?
Sean, are we risky standard?
No, you're desperate.
Yes.
Desperate! Yeah!
Who's leading?
I
You
can
shouldn't.
lead.
No.
I can lead.
Okay.
You should. Guess how many
Des-
dice I'm rolling for this prowl?
How
0.
many?
Whoa, 0. Great.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Desperate
Okay, that's
standard?
stress. Okay, so yeah, you're desperate stand.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bonus dice from Daredevil.
It's gonna be great.
Um,
I don't get any bonuses, I don't think.
Dang it. That sucks.
I succeed though, right?
You got a 4,
No,
yeah.
you get the lowest result.
It's just not a
But you
6.
do
yeah,
succeed,
so it is a success. So what is
It
that?
sucks
No
that we didn't
stress.
get a 6. We got 5.
Yep.
So
Five
do I
total.
take any
No.
I
stress?
don't think you do.
No.
No.
No,
We all
because it's
succeeded.
only when someone fails on a 1 to 3.
Perfect.
Okay. So no stress. Now this does raise the question, Abby, we've talked about previously, that you have lesser effect.
Yeah, we determined if I lead it, then it counts towards everybody. Otherwise, it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. I forgot exactly what we had determined. All right. So the three of you attempt to navigate through these spikes, and I keep calling them spikes. They're really not. They're hooks, butcher hooks, big old butcher hooks, and you would think they would just be going at a relatively sedate pace, but they seem to be speeding up over time and getting a little wild and crazier as the generator kind of keeps going overboard. So, everyone's favorite butch hooks. And I think we'll just keep it nice and simple. Get hit with one butch hook, get hit with another butch hook. So, technically, I guess since Echo's in the lead, she'll take it. So you get another butch hook to the face. Level
I'll
3
resist
harm.
for you. I'll point out a butch hook, be like,
Thanks,
listen,
Boo.
one just hit me. Don't let it hit you.
If you
Back
protect
out!
her, you have to take the harm, though.
You would take another level
Oh,
2
yeah.
harm.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. That's
So it's
fine.
minus 2 dice.
I feel like
Does
I'm
it
already
stack?
I'm helping you walk anyway, so we're kind of
doesn't
like
stack
prowling.
now.
It doesn't stack. Okay. Yeah, no, it
No.
doesn't. I forgot. Yeah.
This
But
is
I'm
like,
at
look
minus 1
out!
die, plus
She's-
1 die, so plus 0 die.
For another
5.
butch hook.
That's good.
Watch out
Okay.
for that butch hook.
Duchess has one butch hook in one tit and another butch hook in the other tit.
It's basically armor at this point.
Yeah.
Oh God. Just rip those out real fast. That's how we get piercings these days. Okay.
Ooh,
How pirates
The
get
new
piercings.
accessory. Okay, so you do make it to the other side, though. You arrive at this closed door to the stairwell. You see a little flippy switch, and you see not just a couple feet away, the probably like 10 feet away is the actual generator in the tank powering it.
Off or on, guys? Do we leave it on?
leave it on.
Yeah, leave it on. Can what did you say it's powered by?
Ether.
Can ether be exploded with
Electroplasm.
a tune?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say no because I guess I should be. It's the refined electroplasm, I think.
Attune
Is
does
what
say
I meant.
channel electroplasmic energy.
Yeah, through your body.
Yeah, and then at the generator.
That's what I
What is
That's what
it?
you do. Use your weird body for this.
do. I'm just like a moray eel.
A moray eel. Oh my god. Electroplasmic power. I thought they had a name for when it was refined specifically. That's why I keep looking this up for some reason. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Is like Leviathan, or maybe Spark is electroplasm. I don't know. It's a drug.
If it's a maybe, Echo could do like a wreck to set up for later, and then I could like to make it unstable to begin with. And then maybe a tune would be enough to just push it over the edge so we can have that in our back pocket at some point. When they come in the door, we can just explode it, delay them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So electroplasm is the energetic residue distilled from ghosts and Leviathan blood. Yeah, so that is what we're using to power everything. What is ether, then? You know, I feel like we've played this game a lot, and yet I still know nothing.
It's confusing.
Okay, yeah, it's a maybe. I think you'd have to set it up a little, like you said.
Or I could grease the stairs with lamp oil so that they slip and fall when they go.
That is also good.
Also, I've checked my armor and I made it less effect rather than minus 1d because I realized most of my stats are just 1d and I don't want to be rolling 0 dice the entire session.
Yeah, you did do that to yourself.
I guess less effect is worse for me because I have a bunch that are 3 die, but yeah, that's bad. I mean, the benefit, if you set me up, Sarah, would the setup make it possible, or would the setup count as a setup, Sean? For effect reasons.
Oh, yeah, to counteract your lesser effect. I was thinking of it more as like it being a 2-action thing, because I mean it's not, the generator is actually not even just out and about, it's behind like a little wire cage, because it's not, you don't want everyone just messing with it all the time. So the wreck could cover getting to it and getting into and messing with the capsule.
The stuff and
then the tune could be done fairly remotely.
Fairly, probably before you got to like the 4th or 5th level. Okay,
yeah. Let's do that. Sounds good.
Okay, I like breaking things.
I like breaking things.
So I feel like Echo just reverts to Hulk mode because she's just seen Duchess take 2 hooks to the breast before her eyes. She is not happy. So channeling my pirate power as I push forward. And am I risky standard, Sean?
Yes. You're mostly out of the way of the hooks.
Risky standard. I go, I see, I break. It is wonderful. I live for this.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, yeah, you wreck it, you get through that wire super easy. And then kind of looking at the machinery, you can see it's kind of been tinkered with already to function much faster than it's supposed to be. So it's already a little unstable, and you just kind of like tap that glass a little bit for the electroplasm container,
which is like,
and you see little like
give it some hairline fractures,
cracks, fractures through it, little sort of sparks and hisses of ether kind of are starting to leak out. And it looks pretty unstable. So, you get back to that door, and it's locked.
Locked?
I'm gonna make you pick locks until you're good at it. Too bad Vinny's not here.
I can pick locks.
Finesse.
With your lesser effect.
I mean, how hard is this lock to pick? What's the let's start there.
I think it's like a standard lock.
Risky standard?
Yeah, probably.
I can do it.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
I believe in you too.
You want to switch position for effect?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so that you're actually at standard. I've got more hooks waiting in the corner.
They're
I see
lurking.
unpierced body parts, and they're coming.
We just need like a bat that's just like for swatting away.
Okay, desperate
hooks.
standard plus daredevil. That should do it, right?
Roll
Do
those
it, girl.
dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. All
Yeah.
right, perfect, Tinker. So you hunker down and zone out to make sure you can focus entirely on this lock. You hear the sort of whizzing mechanical sounds of everything in the background, but you just let it fade away as you focus in. Pull out your lock picks, and you think, "Ha! This is nothing compared to who is that lockpick you're supposed to have a rivalry with? Frank?
Frake.
Frake. You say, this is nothing like a Frake lock. I got this in hand. Haven't seen that guy in a long time.
No way, he forgot about you too.
And you just click it all into place, push open that door, and there's a stairway leading up to the second level. Allons-y. Go up.
Go, 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 go.
Go, go, go.
He traipses on up those stairs. You reach kind of the it's like probably like or I guess 2 switchbacks, 3 little flights. You're a sizable distance off the ground now, and you make it up to that second level. And this one, you can see is kind of like a sort of, maybe it was like an office space at one point. You see it's a fairly like narrow hallway with a couple branching hallways, as well as a lot of like smaller office spaces, like rooms, individual rooms, with doors for each of them. And
I'm assuming these stairs stop here and we have to go find more stairs.
yeah, they
up?
stop
Okay.
here, and you have to find the next set of stairs.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Also, you have progressed a level, which means the blue coats get to follow you. I will give them. We said, okay. I'll probably give them 2 ticks.
Okay.
You hear sizable screaming. After you with the
But they just have enough
Oh.
blue coats that they send.
They
They just keep sending them into
they
this
it.
blue
just
coat
fill
on
all
every
the
push
hooks with
hook.
bodies. They're like, you go, and you go, until no more people can be put on those butcher hooks.
Oh my God.
Horrifying.
That's terrible.
Okay,
No,
so
they don't do
the
that.
layout of the first floor.
It's just a big old square.
But was the generator close to the door and the stairs were also right next to the entrance? Or do they have to like go through the hooks to get to the generator?
They have to
get
go
the
like on a
stairs?
diagonal.
Okay,
So the thing
okay.
was a square, and they have to go like this.
Great.
So they don't have to cross through the main floor. But you guys were right in the center. You don't know. I mean, they could be skirting around the edges.
Yeah,
They're coming though. You hear them. You hear people shouting commands in the back. Darmit's signature voice shouting.
Darn it, you're too
at
early.
people to get in there. Little
Can
does he know.
I survey the floor to find architecturally the smartest place to put stairs that go up the floor?
Can you study the floor?
Or survey the floor, either.
Not the actual floor, but like the layout.
The layout. I've been taking it all in.
Actually, I would have given you surveying the actual floor. That would have been fun.
Oh, it's like, oh, the trail leads there.
Yeah.
She whips out her magnifying glass.
Right, exactly. This is my +1 magnifying glass. Okay, so I think you've done this before. with
I
studying the layout of a
I
of the
have because
place.
I'm about to pull out something that helped me last time too.
I would say risky limited.
Can I flash back to getting blueprints from my good friend August, the master architect, on this building?
Yes. I'm gonna call it.
August.
Well, it'll be a free flashback, but you'll have to make a roll to see what you can find. Because this isn't like a in-use building anymore.
You can consort with Auguste. Or
Consort or study.
Or study, yeah.
With Auguste and see if you guys can
What's-
find anything.
What's my position on?
We'll just say controlled standard.
Controlled stand. Can I trade for effect?
Sure. How do you want to do that?
I will go to the local meat slaughterers guild,
Butcher's
and
Guild?
butchers guild, and ask for blueprints. And word might get back. I don't know.
I like if maybe you get impatient with August because he
I was gonna
doesn't
say
have
maybe get a
exactly
little-
what you want. So if you
Oh.
fail, it could be like a
You
relationship
press
thing. Yeah.
Auguste
Yeah.
a little
Okay.
hard.
Yes. I like that. Which is so unlike Duchess. I don't press.
So
anything.
yeah, Duchess would never. What are
I
your
would
traumas
never.
again?
Obsessed and vicious. I don't press
Vicious, never vicious.
I
Yeah.
push them off of something. Okay. So wait, I would be at risky standard then.
Great.
Yeah.
Greater, but then my lesser effect.
but you
Yeah.
have lesser effect.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
4. Okay.
4. Okay. Cool. So, you guys are going through Augustus's records, and it's slow going for a little while, and so I think poor Duchess gets a little hung up on it and starts maybe digging into him about not having the finest resources or the best kept sort of study and so on, and Auguste does not appreciate
August,
that.
I didn't get out of prison to have you waste my time.
Yeah, true. You should be in prison still. Auguste is like, well, darling, you shouldn't ask me for building plans from a building that has been used for 100 years.
I'm sorry, I thought you were a master architect, not just a
Yes, for the
run-of-the-mill
modern
architect.
creations. And finally, digging after a little bit of a temper tantrum between the two of you, you do find the layout for this old building. You quickly notice that the layout is really only for 2 floors, which is this one and the office space. And you can see that if you think, since it was only made for 2 levels and somehow it goes all the way up to 5 now, there used to be like a sort of back stairwell that maybe there's no OSHA here, but let's pretend they care
Seems up
about
to
their
code, yeah.
workers. Yeah, and so
Mhm.
they had a fire stairwell out the back or something. And so you think maybe if someone that would be an easy thing to add on to if someone were trying to add another level to this building somehow.
Okay.
And you know where to get to that from where you are currently.
Do I get a consequence?
Yes, your consequence is Auguste is mad at you, and you can't rely on him until you earn back his favor somehow.
Welcome to my freaking world.
Why does everyone I interact with hate me? Okay,
Maybe you
great.
should
So
be more
then,
nice.
using that back to my original survey of the floor, I'm now at.
Honestly, you probably don't even need to. That
Okay.
flashback probably covered.
Perfect.
I won't push that. Okay, so I
Do you want me to lead prowl?
think back. Do you even need to prowl? There's no one up here, I don't
Do you need to prowl?
We could prowl to move quickly.
Yeah, prowl can help make you move quickly. Yeah, you know, I would say it's probably good to roll an action roll of some kind. It
Okay,
gives me the opportunity for consequences.
perfect.
But why?
And you don't really know. I mean, anything could be in these doors.
Well, you're the only one without less effect, so you are the designated leader.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about this. Majority of the party has lesser effect.
But we're
the
being
leader
led.
does it. We're being led, Sean.
Echo, take us down this hallway.
I hand her one of the cables coming out of my
scared.
breast hook, and I say, "Lead me."
She tugs you.
Sean,
horrifying.
I would like to flash back to having a conversation with Darmit about this whole thing. We'll be like, Darmit, I know this is a big tower, but just in case we're not out by the time you get... I mean, of course we'll be out, but just in case.
Just in case. We know your timing is impeccable. But...
Yeah, we should come up with code words to use, like, as you're going up the tower, so that if we're still there, we know where you are, and we can, like, figure it out. So that, you know, I don't want your position being jeopardized, Darmit.
Yeah, like, "Ow, this meat hook has
Okay.
impaled my breast" means you're on the first. Just simple code words like that.
This trail of blood I'm dripping through.
A goose now hates me. That means you're on the
That's
second
two.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you can do that. I think it's either gonna be one stress, or you'll need to make a
I'll
roll.
take the stress.
She wants that stress. I shouldn't have even offered it as an option.
I just don't want to roll, really. I don't want to be
okay,
stressed.
that's-
The moral of the story is no one wants to roll.
I'll roll
Okay.
to protect
Yeah.
you.
So you. Yes. So you and Darmit come up with some code words. What they are, I have no idea. Maybe like whistles or something. Maybe like they use a whistle to help coordinate, and so
Yeah.
Darmit's got some couple
Special
little whistle
whistle,
tones. Yeah, to watch out for.
Yep, perfect.
Okay, so you still need to get to these stairs where you think will lead up to the third floor.
Sweet.
Group prowl.
Group prowl. I'm
Do
the
it
leader.
quickly.
What's,
Me, I'm the
what's
leader.
our position
me.
and effect?
Oh,
Or risky standard?
risky standard.
Okay.
I think we're cool with that.
Yeah. 6. Nice.
Nice.
That's good, though.
Nice.
That's good.
One
okay,
stress.
so 1 stress, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you prowl all the way over to these through
We're
the
just
office
booking
space. Booking it, but surprisingly quiet. Jingling as Duchess's new accessories clank along with
We
her.
run along with the screams of the blue coats. So when we,
Mhm,
hear
we
one
time our
note-
steps.
we just run.
And then you follow the path that Duchess has mapped out, and you do make it to sort of a back entryway, probably on the very southern side of the whole building. And you can see what should have been like ironwork stairs leading down. Most of them have rusted and sort of like fallen apart, but it looks like someone has installed kind of rudimentary like ladder up to the roof of the building. Because you got a 6, we'll say, so at the very top though, you can kind of see like this flickering sort of etheric energy seems to be maybe in the distance. You see a little bit of it flickering over the side of the
Over like where we need to
spooky
go.
ghost energy.
Yeah, like maybe something, I don't know, spooky ghost energy, could be more electroplasm, spooky something, but you're there, so you just need to make your way on up.
Does the ladder go up to the third floor, or
Yeah, which
to
is the
okay.
roof. The third floor
Okay.
is the roof of the original building.
And then there's
I
a
know,
tower.
sorry, a little
okay.
confusing. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's go.
So
we're like, yes.
Can I, Sean, gather information on possible threats of climbing this ladder?
are you gonna survey?
Are
you gonna gather information?
I want to specifically gather information by saying, what should I be on the lookout for on this ladder?
We can't gather information in the heist.
Without doing a
can.
flashback.
Yeah, you can, because one of my little feats tells me that I can do it.
What? Oh,
Are there,
you can do it?
Well, I
Or
think
we
you
can all
can
do
do
it.
it whenever you want.
Oh,
but
weird.
It's just you just get an answer to one of the questions rather than actually doing something.
That's interesting.
Really?
Yeah, because
I would have thought it would require a flashback.
No, it's just
It's
like
the
it's not
only thing.
it's not really like it's not an action roll in that I'm doing something. It's an action roll in that I'm getting an answer to one of these questions without actually moving forward.
Okay, so you want to figure out some of the dangers of these stairs.
Yeah, or just like, what should I be on the lookout for when climbing?
This ladder.
This ladder right here.
You have to
This little
pick an
ladder.
action you want to do to learn that information.
I could
That
do it
makes
with a
sense within
tune
game.
if you would prefer.
I get +1 effect if I do
That is better.
it.
You get +1 effect from gather information?
Bodyguard. I get it for gather information when I anticipate possible threats in the current situation.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I like it.
Let's see. Would you accept survey or attune?
Both.
Or tinker?
Nope.
Okay, survey. It is.
Study,
Study, maybe.
Probably not.
Survey it is. Okay, great.
Okay. Roll those survey at...
Would it be helpful for me to assist by holding up a lantern?
You can try.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it would help.
Okay.
I have 2 dice, and I can push myself to get another one.
Okay.
What's my position?
Risky standard.
Risky standard. I will push myself for an extra die, and then I'm actually at standard because I get +1 effect. Bam.
Whoa.
Crit on a gather information.
Wow. Hey, what did you roll? Survey?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, on a great thing to gather information about. So you know that you intuit, I guess. You kind of look at this ladder, test it out a little bit. The ladder seems fine. You're not really worried about the ladder. You kind of carefully peek your head up and around the corner, and you can see there seems to be a sort of spirit that's like fading in and out of existence on the roof, and she seems to be like walking towards the edge, talking to something that's no longer there, and then like falling off the edge before reappearing back on the roof, and then just keeps doing this over and over and over again, sometimes like quicker, slower, so on and so forth. This kind of jogs your memory, though, that there's a famous Doskvolian story about a woman who fell in love with someone, and he ended up cheating on her and gave her ring away. She gave him a ring, he gave her a ring, and he gave her ring away, though, to his other lover. And so she constantly, there's stories about a ghost who constantly cries about where's her ring, and the woman committed suicide off in the Silk Shore district after confronting him with his new lover.
Yes. Knowing this, I'll say, do we have time for an old anecdote?
Yes.
About
Story time.
Story time. Sit down. Gather around. Gather around.
And you think? I mean, it's a ghost, so ghosts are always dangerous. But they usually, I mean, they always want life energy, but they're also usually preoccupied with something, like something that preoccupied them in life. So obviously, this one seems to be reenacting that kind of story.
Yeah.
So best not to disturb if possible.
Sylph, there's a spooky ghost of a woman who is jumping off a building.
Oh yeah, I got
really
you.
wants a ring.
I'm gonna get up on that roof and I want to compel this ghost.
I just so happen to have the foresight to bring a ring that looks just like this one, and I'm
A
gonna
replica.
check the use of that to assist you, and you can have this.
Yeah.
Is that
that works.
help?
Yeah.
What? I'm just assisting.
Oh, I was just gonna tell her that a bunch of the blue coats are cheaters, which they probably are, and then she'd probably be angry at them.
You have to roll to attune though,
Yeah, I do.
and you have lesser effect.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take this ring though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you take the ring. You're not exactly sure what the ring should look like, but you pick one from a time period that you think would be appropriate. That was very in vogue for
We
whenever
got it
this
from
happened.
Lord Skurlock's house back in the day.
You want to keep going back to Lord Skurlock's house? You can.
I don't. I
I'm
want to
willing
get as
to
far
bring
away
that
from
on
as
you.
possible.
Okay, that assists.
Okay, yeah. So that's an assist, which I think
Which
just
plus
gives you a
1d,
die.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she'll still be risky standard.
Risky standard.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, okay, so I can attune to the ghost field to force a nearby ghost to appear before you, or if she's already there. I mean, she's nearby, and obey an order you give it. So I'll roll attune, and I'll hold this ring out and get her attention. I'll say I have it on good authority that one of the blue coats downstairs is a huge cheater. I stole this ring from him. You can have it, but I need you to get vengeance on him because he's a bad person.
Beautiful.
It's not Darmit. Pick
It's
any of
not
them.
It's,
That's not
it's
Darmit.
not. It's one of the
not the one
younger
blowing
ones.
the
He's
whistle.
cheating on Darmit.
Exactly. Okay. So yeah, that sounds appropriate. You have to roll, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I'll swap position for effect. And like really rile her up before I tell her about the people downstairs.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sure.
Just, could be driving her crazy.
Yeah,
Could be
yeah,
riling
yeah.
her up.
So
Not sure.
desperate standard.
Mm-hmm.
2 bonus die.
Two stat.
From Daredevil and then Foresight.
Wow, so many dice. So little time.
I'm scared.
You got
So close.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, girl.
It's a good thing you checked Daredevil. That would have been delicious. Okay, so you hold this ring out in front of you and compel the ghost. Her body kind of like, you catch her as she sort of flickers back into existence on the rooftop, and she's like drawn over to the ring, and you can see like parts of her body keep fading in and out, and like her skin like sometimes just disappears, and it's just like a skeletal system, like a ghostly skeletal system before reappearing. And as you sort of like keep riling her up, you can see like sparks of electricity keep flying off, and sort of like the smell of ozone permeates the air as little like scorch marks appear kind of around where she's sort of floating. And then you release her on the blue coats.
Glad that's not our problem.
Once again,
Unusual,
with
more
more
like-
screams. You hear someone yell they're like, get a spirit bottle in here. Where's the ritualist? should have brought the damn spirit wardens. And you have made it successfully to the 3rd floor. I'll give 1 tick to the blue coats.
Did me sending that ghost down there reduce their clock at all?
And
What,
secret whistles with Darmit.
Secret whistles with Darmits. Sure. We'll just say, I mean, they're only at 1 tick, right?
They had 2.
Oh, they had 2.
Yeah. So now we have 3 after you gave them 1. Unless that included the ghost.
Well, they get 3 per level, we said, right?
Would they get however many
it just
you
depends
want
on
per
how
level,
long y'all take.
How fast we are.
We'll say they cancel each other out, so we'll leave them at 2.
Okay.
I think that's fine. So we're fairly fast, and you did.
Perfect. Do they get? Do I hear the whistle?
Yes.
Okay, I'll set off that
bomb. You hear the whistle. Yeah, I think they're in general, unless they directly reach you, they're always 1 floor behind you. Pretty much.
Okay. Can I
and...
set off that bomb?
Oh.
Do you want to set off that bomb?
I do.
She do.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you can do that. You can attune to it.
Okay. Position effect.
We're gonna say desperate standard.
Okay.
And we said my action was just, it was 2 separate rolls.
Yeah.
You just had to do the action to even have the opportunity to attune to it in a dangerous way.
Okay, I'll push myself to just cancel the less effect. Yeah.
Okay.
Attune, desperate, standard.
You
plus Daredevil.
Moray eel that shit.
6.
Ooh,
I'm so scared.
You're so good. You're fine, girl. You're fine.
Okay, so you having just sent down that ghost, you're like, I'm in the zone. I'm in the attune zone.
Oh, while we're here.
Well, while we're here, yeah.
Let's just not wipe out like half of the blue coat force.
While we're playing in the ghost field. Yeah, our exposure, your heat is just going through the roof
it's the wraiths. It's the wraiths. We're not here.
Sean, we want to be through the roof. That's the whole point. We can't get to the tower.
You want to be through the roof? I'll explode you through the roof. That's what you want. Okay, so you're in the ghost field, and you can kind of sense all of the blue coats behind you. There's, like I said, there's some on the 2nd floor, but there's also still a good amount on the 1st floor, and kind of lining the stairwell and stuff, and kind of securing the perimeter. And you find sort of the pulsing energy source that is the kind of electroplasm tank, and just sort of taking advantage of those little cracks in the containment and giving it just the little push it needs. You just kind of like lay your little ghostly thought finger on there, and like, it's time for you to have fun. And it lets forth a giant blast of energy. You hear the explosion, you feel it rumble through your feet as it kind of shakes the very foundation of the building. And you hear more blue coat screams, like music to your ears. People are shouting for medics, and
Sean, they're all fine. They're just screaming.
They're just screaming.
They're just
with
just
joy.
You hear some of the screams say, "Ow, my leg! Ow, my eye!"
Sean, they're very expressive.
Man down, man down.
He'll be fine. Walk it off.
Walk it
Have
off.
some spirit plasma in it.
Mass murderers over here. And yeah. Luckily, it doesn't seem to have had any effects on this side, but you're pretty sure you've blown through at least one wall of this building. And
Perfect.
Great.
I've done some quick renovations.
It wasn't up to code anyway, so we're really helping.
It was
Wrecking ball.
poised for demolition. Actually, you're trying to reuse this space, if I remember correctly. So you need
Yeah,
it
but
to
it
still
just-
exist.
We just wanted to knock down that wall, have an open concept.
An open concept
floor.
building.
Yeah, Sean.
We just wanted people to see the hooks from the outside, have it hook them from the street, draw them in.
We're doing some preliminary
It's a new marketing
renovations.
plan. Yeah. All right. I think we'll take a quick 10-minute break.
We'll have
and
we'll have Auguste.
Auguste.
Yeah.
We'll hire Auguste to renovate. I don't know. He's not on speaking terms at the moment, so
That's
He doesn't
fine.
need to speak, he just needs to work.
classic Duchess. All right.
We're back.
Hello. Back in the action. Alrighty, we just exploded half of our building that we're trying to save to then turn
Not
into a
half,
drug den.
just a wall.
But it's
Sean.
fine.
And
A
renovated.
It's pre-renovating
It
for
was
the
a
building we don't own
non-supporting
yet. That was for free, no fair, no price on that. Okay, so you guys are on the rooftop though. Bluecoats still making their way after you despite their heavy losses and distracting ghosts. Hooks, ghosts, and
There's just an
explosions.
infinite
Oh
supply.
my. I think you see. So, I believe I said the stairs were like on the south side of the building, and our building's just a nice, simple square. You blew out the west side, and I think the you see sort of like built up in the northeast corner is kind of the next two levels. So you see sort of a larger complex that takes up maybe like a third or so, maybe a little, maybe only like a quarter or so of the top, and then you see one more level above that, and that one's not really so much an enclosed space as it is like a half enclosed, half open sort of. I almost think of like a rooftop trellis garden thing, but of course not that nice. It's got like cloth draped over sort of a framework, but it's a relatively open kind of lookout point almost looking area. Um, and that is your final destination. So you must traverse this roof. You see though that not it was already a little rickety looking, but on top of that, with the explosion you've just manifested, it's quickly deteriorating. You can see the west side is starting, like, has already crumbled and kind of pitted in a bit, but you think just walking across this willy-nilly is probably not the best idea.
Okay. So
So
I would
bring out some reinforcement beams real fast.
to bring out check reinforcement beam from my load.
I don't think you have enough load for that. You're light. Now, Sylph, on the other
climbing.
hand.
I have
Climbing gear.
I have light climbing gear. I can mark that because it's one load and stuff too.
Okay, I feel like we can just like throw a rope and monkey
Support
bar
our
it across.
yeah.
With like a grappling hook at the
Grappling
end that
hook just for
connects to
support,
the tower. Yeah. And we can just, use the rope to support us.
Yeah.
So I'd like
okay.
to do that.
Sure. Someone has to throw that rope.
Do we?
And then what are you gonna fix it to on the other side by you?
Isn't there a tower?
Not on your side.
Damn it!
If we
I mean,
fix it to the tower, we can all
tower is
just
a
hold
strong
on
word.
to it, right? I mean, like, and go across.
Towards the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hold on to it. I mean, I guess it's not gonna make it easier to cross. It's just gonna make you less likely to fall all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
We should
And,
make it
I
easier
mean-
to cross if we could.
Wait, why
But-
doesn't it make it easier to cross, Sean? Because we don't even have to put our
So
feet
you've
down.
affixed a grappling hook to one side, but when a rope is not taut on the other side, it doesn't do anything.
We could
You
tie
can-
it to
you
the
can tie it
ladder.
to the ground. Yeah, you can tie it to
We
the
could
ground.
tie it
so
to the ladder.
It's a.
Yeah.
You could tie it to the ladder. Sure. Yeah, there we go. That's the answer I was looking for.
I was like, I don't understand, Sean. This is
Yeah.
You can tie it to the
Obviously, this
ground.
works.
How is that going to work, Sarah?
the same as the ladder. The ground is the ladder.
The ground is the problem here, though. That's the part that's falling apart.
We punch a hole
uh,
through it because it's so fragile.
Don't tempt me. I
Exactly.
might. Okay, that's what
Okay,
we do.
what do we need to do to throw this? Finesse?
Yeah, that's probably a good option. I think you should hunt the tower.
Wreck, because we're wrecking Sean's plans.
Not really.
Okay, do we think that should be a group action, or do you think
Everything should
Just-
be a group action.
just go
I
for
mean,
it?
how hard is it? What's the position effect to throw this hook onto the tower?
to skirmish and get the grappling hook?
Yeah.
Oof. I mean, I think it's fairly challenging. You're probably
Wait, no
risky
skirmishing.
limited
Risky limited.
with like finesse. I think makes maybe the most sense
Can I?
because it's
Could
a
I
pretty
set
long
up?
ways away.
Yeah,
Like it's a
do-
good 50 feet or something.
Could I set up by using my architectural knowledge and saying like, well, you should definitely throw it there, and then no, what are you doing? Don't tie it to the ground, tie it to the ladder.
Shut up,
Sure.
Duchess.
If you set up though, you have to roll an action.
Yeah. Either study, survey, consort, really just
Doesn't
encourage
matter.
her from behind.
I think survey maybe makes more sense,
It does.
and you'll be risky standard.
I'm
Which is a
going
problem
to.
for you.
Can I trade position for effect?
Yeah, of course. I'd love to drop you through the
She,
floor.
We're all
she
gonna
gives us a shot
die.
of whiskey. She gives us
Yes,
a shot of
yeah.
whiskey before we
I give you a shot of whiskey, and then I can't get a good look, so I'm just gonna go out a little bit on. I'm gonna be like, okay, well, there's
You like
clearly a
test
beam
it
here.
out real quick.
Yeah. I'd be like, I just need to look a little over there, and then I'm gonna walk out a little bit, get a good look.
For that desperate standard.
For that desperate standard, yes. Do I need to push myself?
How many
No.
die do you have? Okay.
2.
Yeah, 2. Well, it's not great, but
It's my second highest stat. I think it will be.
yeah, just roll.
You can just resist.
Duchess, you got this.
Oh, good.
Okay. Sick, yeah.
Wow. All right. Who cares what I have to say about the situation? It's out of my hands.
All right. And then I will finesse this grappling hook onto this tower to make a safe climbing aid for us.
Right. Your risky standard.
Yep. Risky standard with Duchess's help. Be like, it worked for Duchess, it'll work for me, and I'll like inch myself out there, get closer.
You get right behind Duchess and concentrate your weight on one point of the ceiling.
Yes,
Perfect.
yes.
Okay. Excellent. I love it.
Lean right here.
So desperate standard.
How many dice are you rolling?
4 with
Okay.
Daredevil.
You're fine.
Wait,
You
you made it
got this.
desperate? Oh,
Yeah.
I made you desperate. Yeah.
No, you made me risky. I made it desperate by inching out next to Duchess.
It was like,
Then
get
why
over
did-
here.
Duchess do a setup. Oh, because you were
Because-
zero effect. Because
I was limited, yeah.
We're not very effective at the moment.
I wish there was an easier way for me. I need to like
We're keeping
do
track
something.
of it. We got it.
to remember
We're
that
like,
y'all are
we
injured.
remember we have no effect.
Yeah,
Ooh,
essentially
look at that.
whatever position and effect, just increase the position by 1 because we'll always trade to get our effect back up.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. It's fine.
Well, no,
okay.
we don't always.
So, with
I
a
will always.
5, you
Almost
require
always.
a consequence.
I do.
But you are able to whirl that little grappling hook, get it attached to one of the part of the ceiling of the building. I don't know, whatever. Pull it taut, tie it up to that ladder. You're like, this is definitely sturdy enough. It's good. We're out of time.
I
Let's
think
go.
I touch it and I'm like, yeah, it's like a rope on a ship. We're fine.
You do some great knots, but that's only going to help so much about the overall structural integrity. And I think we'll just go with the most obvious consequence. So you start inching your way across, and as you go forward just a couple of feet, I think Sylph, you misplace your foot by accident, and you quickly realize that the sort of, I think it's just like a tin roof, really. It's not like anything super hardy, super rusted, and like tetanus
Tetanus
hotspot.
infused.
Tetanus. It's just an aura of tetanus. You're risking your life and limb just by being out here.
Can I resist by shooting her with the shot right behind her?
just you're constantly every 5 seconds you have to give her a booster shot.
Okay, hold up, booster shot time.
Yeah, so you misplace your foot and one whole just like sheet of the tin sort of like crumbles and falls away, and you take a fall. I think
Shauna,
So I-
that's the point of the rope.
yeah, I know that's the point of the rope. I think that's what I'm trying to sort of figure out. So I think the rope is letting everyone cross
Yeah.
without having to deal with the hazard of falling through,
Yeah.
but the consequence of your action
Placing
is
the
that-
like I throw it and then lose my balance and
Yeah.
catch
Yeah,
myself
yeah.
badly. Yeah.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
So your consequence is going to be falling
Okay, great.
very far.
Can I resist it?
I recommend someone resist.
Can I resist it by tossing her my cable pasty?
As it rips out of your fly.
No, I think I'm just gonna notice her stepping, and I
Other
see
end
it
of that
bowing
hook.
in real time, and I'm gonna like dive to like push her onto a different part before it falls, and then we both don't fall.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that works.
But it's stressful
enough.
because I'm not quite sure if the tin is stable there.
Yeah, you
So
don't know
we're
if
just-
anywhere is stable, but you're just hoping it's more stable than this currently falling part.
Yes. Would you say this is prowess, insight, or resolve? It only
they all
matters
the
if you
same?
pick. No, one of them's different.
Isn't insight, knowledge, and understanding?
Deception
Yes.
or understanding, yeah.
Yeah, that one. That's what it seems like. You're understanding that it's about to break underneath her.
Are you sure I'm not resisting mental willpower or strength?
I'm positive.
Okay.
It's only 6 dice or whatever that you're rolling.
Yeah, it's only 6 for resolve.
Nice. So it's not stressful, actually.
I was confident in myself. Why did you doubt me?
You push her over, no problem. Avoid that consequence. Don't have your rope set up. You can progress. I will say it's fairly slow going, all things considered, though. So that's got you maybe a little nervous. You can hear more and more blue coat. Like they've started to get all the situations under control, and you're pretty sure they're gonna.
Speaking
hop
of the situations, did my
tail.
bomb reduce their clock at all? Because we didn't account for that. We just accounted for the ghost.
Sure, I forgot about the bomb. The bomb can be 2 ticks
Okay.
off of their clock.
So that's fine. We have plenty of time
Yeah,
then.
we're good.
Let's take it nice and slow and...
We're not that good, but we'll be okay-ish. Okay, we're going.
We're okay-ish.
We're okay-ish.
Foxfire's
Okay-ish.
slogan.
Good enough.
We're okay-ish.
Okay, so speaking of okay-ish, you make it over to the kind of bottom part of this 2-story addition that's been tastefully added to this old slaughterhouse.
I just love the terrace they added up top.
Yeah, it's
So
lovely.
thoughtful.
So they're so thoughtful. Really adds to the ambiance, and you can see that it's just a sort of. It's just like a sort of ramshackle complex. It's got a front entrance. You can see like a couple windows. It's kind of like, I guess, like sturdier than a lean-to, but not much. Definitely hastily bricked and mortared and thrown together with different resources made, hopefully, to kind of also blend in so it doesn't stand out too much. You don't see anyone here. You don't notice anyone is here, but you have to sort of navigate this to easily get up to the 5th and final level. So you could just enter if you'd like. You could try and discern
And-
anything about the location.
We're just trying to put this artifact here.
And
Yeah,
take
Get out.
planting it.
We're
You have to
taking
plant
stuff,
the
too.
artifact and then also steal. I don't remember.
We're taking the loot that they stole
Mhm. From that noble.
from the noble. But I think we get less money than we anticipated because he was suspicious and he put some of his gold in the bank or whatever before he took his trip. So we get like
He was suspicious. I never rolled for them actually for that, so we'll just do that later. But I know
Okay.
how I was gonna roll it. So, I couldn't remember if y'all wanted to steal from them now, or if you wanted to place the artifact and then Darmit was just gonna give you a cut. Of
Oh,
thought
that
Darmit
was
was gonna
it.
give us a
Yeah, that
cut.
was
that's
it.
what it was.
We're
yeah.
not taking anything because they need
We're
to
not
find
taking
everything.
it, but they have the money already because they've already done a score.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're gonna have extra. Basically, y'all wanted
Yes.
a big payout.
Yep,
You
yep,
big
yep,
set
yep,
things up for a big payout. And this artifact was to help frame the wraiths.
Yes.
To help make
And-
them look more significant than they actually are, because the artifact is
Mhm.
from the hive.
Yeah, and hopefully the bluecoats will be more distracted with giving that back than keeping track of all the money you're going to get
Yeah.
given out
Yeah,
from your
that's
lovely
fine.
friend Darmit. Okay,
So,
So-
you said we could just stroll on up to the 5th? It does like the there?
it doesn't look like there's anyone here.
Yoo-hoo!
We can just go.
Yeah.
Let's
If
just
they want to
go.
come out to us, I'll wreck their face.
Yeah.
With
Okay, you just walk on
Something.
through.
Sean, of course we walk on
of
through.
course we just walk on through.
Like we own the place, because we are about
Like
to.
we are the new tenants.
Okay, so you guys open the front door like you own the place, because in your minds you already do own the place.
I own 51% of this meat factory.
I would put a drug factory
We're the
where a drug
shareholders.
factory is supposed to be. Okay, and you open that door. It kind of swings open creakily. You hear a little click. And I think you see a little like trail of sort of like blinking lights go around the perimeter, and they start like flashing a little bit. You get the sinking feeling that they look distressingly like explosive sparkcraft.
Who puts 2 bombs in one building?
Also, yeah,
One
let's
was
talk
not
about how
meant to be a bomb.
paranoid the wraiths are.
Well, let's just run really, really fast and get past these bombs.
Okay.
Can I flashback?
Ooh.
Of course. You can always flashback. As long as you have
Okay.
stress.
Can I flash back to when I decided to sit this mission out?
Nope. You broke out of jail specifically to have fun in this.
Okay, yes. Can I flash back though to oh god. Does anyone have any ideas?
I mean, we
You
could.
ask a goose if these are normally planted with explosives.
Oh, so are these explosives? Are they like? Is there a fuse? How are they running? Like, is there? Is there?
You
yeah,
would
like,
assume there's got to be something that's probably helping keep them all synchronized and connects them. There might be a way to just turn them all off, since there was a
Diffuse
way to
them,
set them all
yeah.
off. I mean, you'd assume that the wraiths must have had some way to deal with them, because they used this place actively without worry.
crazy nut jobs.
I told you that they were
Oh, a bunch of
they were destructive.
So, additionally, how many are there? Can we tell?
They sort of run the perimeter, so I think you'd guess there's about like
The perimeter of the whole tower is just bombed.
Yeah.
What?
Well, that's just irresponsible.
You'd probably say, I think about like 20. Seems a basic guess.
All right. Well, I think
Each one's probably not a super high explosive, like blowing up a electroplasmic generator.
yeah,
But
yeah. In order to defuse them, would Tinker be sufficient?
yeah, Tinker could be sufficient.
And then
It's going to be ineffective to tinker with each one at a time.
right.
the only problem.
I mean, the door started them, so I assume that there's some contraption on the door that could be messed with and shut it off.
Maybe.
But
They have
maybe
to,
No one's
like,
investigated.
right, we could do a setup for a survey or a study or something for somebody to like find a weak spot and then.
I mean, we can't just resist the consequence of opening the door.
Not really,
yeah.
because it wasn't an
Because we
action.
didn't take an action roll.
Can I flashback and consort with someone? I want to like maybe get a little
Do you wanna
snippet of
consort with
information
Vinny's?
on these bombs in particular. They're very secretive though. So
They are. I mean, you're not really a bomb expert, so I don't think you would know off the top of your head.
no.
If you were Vinny, or someone could roll Tinker as a fate die and see if they know.
I have two. I can do that.
Okay, go for it. Just to see if you quickly
Fortune roll.
recall anything about these specific explosives.
No.
Nope. You have no idea. You
Okay.
say they're definitely gonna explode in short order.
Sean, I can perform 1 feat verging on the superhuman.
Of strength, correct? It's not any
Um,
feat, I don't believe.
Physical force.
Just go
Perform
smash
a
them all.
feat of physical force that verges on superhuman.
Punch them
dash.
through the floor.
Engage a small gang on equal footing in close
They are
combat.
definitely equivalent to a small gang.
A small gang of explosives.
Small gang of explosives.
If I push
Okay.
myself. And so I'm envisioning this could just be like without telling anyone. I just surge forward and I kick
Like
them away.
rip them apart.
Yeah, I just like and I like toss and or punch through the floor because, whatever we want to do.
Just more
Would it-
remodeling.
Would it work? It's just fireworks over this.
Some early Silk Shore fireworks.
Or I could like check a pistol and just like shoot each one really quickly.
We could
Yeah,
also
that-
just figure out how to turn them off, and then you could move really quickly,
Okay. that's true.
superhumanly.
I
Seems
would
a
let you
little
do it, but you would
safer.
have to roll something else with it. Yeah.
She has to push herself on a roll to do that, yeah. So you could wreck them?
Yeah, I was thinking wreck.
Yeah. I think that's so fun.
Yes.
Where and I like literally don't even say anything to you guys. I'm just like triggered into seeing all these flashing lights and I just go I'm like, not the lights.
Wow, flashback to Tales from the Loop.
Not the lights. My
Okay.
past life as Emmy comes back. Okay, so I'm just going to push myself and wreck.
Okay, you'll be desperate standard.
That seems applicable.
Can I assist with
you can always
foresight by telling Vinny I'll give him an earpiece and I'll say, Vinny, keep this close. I just have a feeling we're gonna encounter some explosives. No. As she's
We
running
don't
forward,
have
I'll-
the earpieces.
We dropped them.
Vinny never made them.
Yeah, Vinny hasn't finished them.
He's finished
Okay.
the plans. He's not actually made them.
Okay, I'll say, Vinny, just give me a 101 course on explosives. Just so I can be a
He
guiding
suggests
force.
not ripping them out, but that's okay.
That's fine. If we were going to rip them out, what's the safest way to do so?
Vinny's like, they're just grenades at that point.
They're not even bombs. They're grenades.
Perfect.
Throw them at your enemies at that point.
I'll assist with
Oh
foresight
my
by
gosh.
saying, make sure you throw them very far away from us.
Yeah, throw them far. Sure.
What does that get
Thank
me?
A die.
One
An
dice.
extra die.
Yay! We said desperate.
And you pushed yourself, so you get one from that too.
standard.
Unless you want to make it desperate great. You could do that instead.
No.
So
2
plus
dice.
2
2
dice.
dice. Plus 2 dice. Okay. Yeah. I just lurched forward in a strange fit of pique and take on these
Oh, okay.
guys. So close. It's okay, Sean. It's about time he's had his
So-
revenge upon me.
I think you run around and grab all. I don't know what. It just seems like something out of a cartoon. I just imagine you going down like around in a line, like choo, choo, choo,
Yeah, that's exactly
It's
what's
like a
happening.
dangerous Easter egg hunt.
and then behind you, yeah, like 20 feet in the air, is like explosions of like pew, pew. You hear people clapping down. in the distance. But I think you get to the last.
Bomb.com.
You get to the last bomb.com, and right as you're about to throw it, it explodes in your face
Ouch.
for level 3 harm.
I would like to resist
Just
that.
tempted to
How
make that
many-
level 4 harm.
How many resistance dice do you roll?
4.
Oh,
3 or 4, depending on what
Well, it'll be the
it's-
physical one,
prowess,
which is
yeah.
4.
4.
How much stress do you have is the second question.
I have 5.
Okay.
So really 4.
Yeah.
okay.
How many
So
do you
I'm gonna
have,
resist-
Logan?
I can take 4 more.
Okay. I can
take
take
4 more too.
2 more, but I really want another trauma, so we'll see.
Where did that come from?
She didn't clear
Okay.
all of it, I don't
I
Oh,
think
okay.
I spent a lot in actually
Downtime?
gathering information too. Yeah.
Mm,
Oh,
mm,
yeah,
mm.
and in gathering
That's
information.
true.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll let you
Okay.
explode on your own then.
Because you had lesser effect for all your gather information.
Unless you want, we should concentrate the harm on individuals. so
That is
you
true.
stay healthy.
But her harm counts as 1
Oh.
level less.
1 level less. So I would
So if
be...
you resist it and then check armor, then you would be at 1, which doesn't affect you, which is good.
Yes.
You
I'll
can-
do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I can do it.
You
I-
can do it.
I can do it. I can do it. I see that, like, I'm imagining the lights, like, start flashing even faster, like, right when it's about to
Of course.
explode.
Classic.
And
That's how they let you know they're about to explode.
before,
So courteous,
don't-
these bombs.
like, usually I would have thrown it away, but this time I just literally force push it through whatever wall it is.
So it explodes inside this building. Okay, that's fine.
We didn't want that wall there anyway.
Another wall down, guys. Another
So
wall
I-
down.
Yeah, like my mental capacity is so limited in this state that I just am like, wah! I
Punch it through the drywall.
Punch it-
Okay.
punch through the drywall, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, nice.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay, great.
I
You do
clear
it.
stress.
No, you didn't
No,
get it.
that's on a crit.
No, dang it! I want to clear stress.
Put
so
that stress
bad.
back. Don't you
Just
touch that
kidding.
stress. Okay, but you still have level 2 harm unless you check armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check armor.
So now you have level 1 harm.
So I guess while that's happening, I'll just
Minor
see her
explosion.
running around. I'll just be like, well, she has it handled, and I'll just stroll in as she's sprinting around the room, punching things through walls.
Yeah, you stroll on in, and the
Place
next moment,
the artifact.
you see that she a fist enters through one of the rooms, drops a bomb, and it explodes. Okay,
Place that artifact down, like
you're
step
only on the
back.
4th floor.
Yeah, we need to make it further.
Oh my god. Well, I'll pick it back up then.
What's our blue coat status? Where are they?
Okay, your blue coat status. They get 3 ticks
3?
because it took you a while to get over the roof
Yep.
and deal with these bombs.
Well, that's fine then.
I think all of you get in this 4th room just as you see the first blue coat kind of making his way up the ladder and sees your grappling hook.
Just snip
You get a flashback for that?
Oh, no, that's fine. Are there stairs inside? Like, is there a clear way up to the 5th floor?
Yeah, so you see that this is an open plan floor plan that you've made more open recently. It looks like a pretty rudimentary sort of like training as well as planning area. You can see a lot of different sort of maps of the city laid out, supplies of various kinds, as well as looks like different targets, some worth. And in the back, you can see that there's another ladder leading up to the 5th floor, which is sort of that semi-open space I was talking about.
Now, should we be more cautious?
Yeah.
Can I gather information? What should I be on the lookout for with climbing this ladder?
This one
Every
is
time we get to
actually
a
just
ladder.
explosions put together as a ladder.
Every ladder we get to, I'll
I just
stop,
like knock.
check in on myself. How do I feel about climbing this ladder?
Yeah, if you want to survey like the room, basically, I guess.
Yeah. What am I at?
Risky standard. Which is risky limited for you.
But it's back to risky standard.
Oh, because
me.
you got the plus one.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah.
Oh.
Not so fine. Okay.
Ruh-roh.
Let's see. I think you y'all entered this room. I think it would be easy as can be, and you thought no one else was up here, but you quickly see that behind some of the different like targets and some of the supplies, a couple people creep out and they say, so I think you all should get going real fast before
Can I
this...
retort back with, no, you're not here because I'm going to resist this. Maybe there's only one of you.
Oh, this is true. I always write myself into this corner.
We can say those magic words.
Would you like to resist? Yes.
Yeah, you can resist them. It's fine.
Now, could I resist them by not changing the fact that they're here, but by like staring them down and being like, this bitch just punched an explosion through the wall. You had best get going.
I feel
Intimidating
like
them out of here.
I'm just like steaming.
Yeah. It's like, you got Explosion Girl and Blue Coats out back, so get going.
Sylph's got these little shadow tendrils ready to go.
Don't look at this one. I'm holding her back, okay? She's gonna explode your mind.
Sure. Y'all are very scary right now. It will. That's probably
Feels like
insight.
resolve.
It's not really deception. Nothing I've said is untrue.
Willpower,
Willpower, maybe? Like, I'm just conveying all of this by
A force
just staring
of
them
will,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, resolve, sure.
And sway is under resolve. I feel like
Yeah.
it's a sway.
Yes. Okay.
I just flex.
So I get
Your
plus one
sleeves rip.
die with my iron will. Did I click the right button? What am
Well,
I even
nothing's
doing?
coming up, so who knows?
Whoa.
Oh yeah,
They cower in fear.
I clear a stress because I
Nice.
am so iron-willed.
And they scurry on out the window. I don't know. They're like, damn, this place was about to explode anyways. I don't know what I was doing here.
Why were we living in a bomb? Oh my god.
The boss never told me about that.
Okay, and there you have it. You guys make your way across the room, up the ladder, and you enter the final countdown.
Which
So-
way did those guys go? Because you said we couldn't. Did they just jump off the roof? Or did
They
they get
just-
captured by the blue
They like
coats?
Assassin's Creed off the roof into
They just fell through the roof.
They just
It's
fell
like one step with a god.
I think they actually
They just go back behind their curtain. They're still
They
standing
have-
there.
they have little zip line things that they've got set up. So they take some zip lines out.
Okay.
It's Wraith standard equipment. Zip lines.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Escape
They're-
zip lines.
Yeah, and they're off time. They're the police in that one city whose name I'm forgetting about from that one show.
Yeah. That Legend of Korra. Is
Yep,
what
that
you're
one.
referencing? Okay. So you head on up those stairs.
The ladder.
Ladder.
Hmm.
Some way to get up.
Vertical
fine.
stairs.
Vertical stairs. And in front of you, you can see a sort of smaller space that has one large safe, as well as a bunch of accoutrements all around it, many of which look valuable. You can also see like kind of one last desk, which is a little nicer than all of the others and probably has some fancy stuff in it as well somewhere hiding. That's sort of kind of in the back, close to the ladder and the way down. And then to, I think, further off, you can see sort of where it opens out a little bit, like I said, to that sort of canopied area. And you can see different like telescopes, obvious like planning supplies, and like I said, more zip lines. You also see one last person, sort of very unassuming, kind of leaning against one of the back sort of timbers with their
Literally
arms
every
crossed.
scary person is unassuming,
Yep.
Sean and Doskvol, and then they're terrifying.
You can't even see their face. It's like they've got a very kind of large cloak hood over them, and they're kind of dressed really simply, all in black, look like they're in sort of thieves' clothes. You can see everything sort of belted pretty tight. They've got a couple different supplies on hand in steady reach, and they kind of see the three of you, and they go, well, I was expecting maybe a little more finesse, but you did make it this far, so I'll give you that.
I feel
I'm
like
really not sure what to do with the three of you. You have so much potential.
Echo is just like totally off her rocker.
Do we want to just like close our eyes and have the spooky later do your spooky thing?
I could, or we could just group skirmish and kill this.
We
boy.
never
I'm
got
trying to
this
traumatize
condescending.
you.
Well, I do want to be traumatized, but we have to get out of here also.
He said there are zip lines out there. He already said that. He can't change it.
Zip lines. I mean, I can try, but Sean lets big people resist that too. So
Is this like a? Is this slate? Like, is that?
yeah,
Ooh.
No, definitely
Okay.
not built like Slate. And
Okay.
Slate was never afraid to show their face with like the mask on.
This is
Okay.
the shadow leader of the wraiths.
I don't like it.
Perfect. Well, what did he say? He was like, "You have so much potential. What am I gonna do with you?"
So much potential. What am I gonna do with you?
I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna look up at us as I toss you over this building, and I want to skirmish him.
Yes.
You want to 1v? I mean, we could all. You just want to
We
do
can
it.
all group skirmish.
Yeah, we could
but
group
No,
yes.
skirmish.
It's honorable.
Okay.
it's honorable if it's 1v1.
Don't get mad at me when you take level 4 harm.
I think you say that, and they kind of like pull back their hood a little bit, and you see it's literally your face staring back at them. And they go, Duchess, do you really want to do that?
Echo literally does not have time for this crap.
Echo, do you look at her?
Yes.
You see your face staring back
I
at
don't
you.
give a shit.
I hate your weird body.
I'm like, I am so over it. Like, I think I'm just like hopped up on pure adrenaline from now on, and I take what the suggestion of Duchess was, which was to like, you know, hold her over this person over the edge, and so I think I just like body slam into them and like push through the wall over the edge. That is what I wanted to do.
Okay. Roll resistance with prowess for me.
Oh.
Roll resistance with
that.
prowess? Okay.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Oh, yes, I do.
Nice.
Okay, 6, fine. You do catch them off guard, and you kind of see they try and sort of just slip away from you, but aren't quite quick enough with your freaky body.
I'm like, no, bitch.
But I
You got my face, you ain't got my body.
I'll need you to still roll
You
skirmish
think you wanna be me?
or something to do that.
Wreck this
Do
lady.
you wanna group skirmish? You and I?
Sure. You want to skirmish? I have higher rec, but if you have higher skirmish, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter.
I can skirmish.
Let's all skirmish.
Do we all have to prowess resistance if we want to do this?
I
Or
think that was to
can
me
we
just
just-
catching the person. Like, I have them in my hands.
No, you don't have them. You have the edge on them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So the prowess, that resistance was to make sure she doesn't just F you up.
Okay.
I refuse to believe that's a possibility.
You can group skirmish, or I think wreck would be inapplicable.
Inapplicable?
Inapplicable.
Okay. Yeah, we
Or
can group
rough.
skirmish.
Then let's group skirmish.
Yeah, I can lead
We're
this.
let's
Mhm.
listen to how, you know,
I don't
how
wanna
much
lead this.
camaraderie this is. I'll lead it. Since I initiated the action anyway. So I think I just like grab her and just like bang her head against the wall.
I
Like,
sigh and I take my sledgehammer out from my skirt. Like,
I'm
I
gonna-
don't want to have to do this.
I'm gonna draw a blade or two also, and hope. I mean, we should just try to incapacitate whoever this is, right?
Permanently, yeah.
Permanently.
Yeah.
Okay.
and or throw them off a building.
Yeah.
It's fine. What's our position, Sean?
You're gonna be desperate.
That's all I've ever
Are you
wanted.
ready
As
for your effect
always.
level?
Yes.
It's 0.
0.
Great.
Perfect.
We can think through this. I have the edge on them, yes?
You have the edge to even attempt this action. You can
Would
tell they're maybe you
trans-
can't tell, but the other two can tell that they're very skilled.
Would trance powder be effective upon this person?
Probably not.
Oh, the sigh.
Should we not group and then instead set up?
Yeah, I guess yeah.
That's true.
Are you gonna set up a setup for a setup?
No.
No, but I mean, could you push yourself? Do you have enough stress to push yourself and then maybe also resist a consequence?
Yeah, I have 4 available
Yeah,
stress.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Can I set up a skirmish with a skirmish?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I can set you up for a skirmish by like I guess I'm the closest I can like
You could wreck.
Oh,
Trap
because
them.
because I'm better at skirmish than you, I guess.
Yeah.
If we're
Yeah.
not gonna.
yeah.
You have
Okay.
lower effects though.
How much skirmish do you
Yeah.
have?
3.
2.
Okay, I have 3 too.
I have
Well,
3
if
wreck.
Echo could set up our 2 people group skirmish with a wreck, that doesn't help because we're still -1 effect.
I'm the only one.
I
with
have
normal
enough to
effect.
push myself. So I could
I
push
mean,
myself.
I cleared a stress, so now I have way more to play with.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have to push
Whoever
himself.
leads has to
Someone's
push
gonna have to be
themselves.
set up.
Yeah.
I
So let's
was-
start with a wreck setup and see how that goes.
And see how that goes.
Okay.
Okay. A wreck
So-
setup.
I have a little flash of insight that this person isn't skilled. So, and I'm very angry, but instead of attacking them, I attack like the floor beneath them so that they're like off balance.
Mhm.
And so
Perfect.
that I'm going to wreck the floor with all of my might. What would that put
Okay.
me at?
You'll be desperate standard
Ooh.
for attacking the floor.
Do we think I should push myself?
No. I don't know.
No.
You have 4.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. We got this.
It'll be fine. What's the little consequences? What's life without a little consequences?
Just go ham on this floor. Freaking floors.
1-2 punch.
Okay.
What
Okay.
did I get? 5.
You succeed in punching that floor real good. So it is no longer a floor, and you do in fact get them off balance. I think when you do that, they are able to get sort of a quick little cut in on your face, and they do a pithy little. You might want to get that checked out. And you can feel it sort of
What a
sears,
bitch.
like it hurts like way more than it should.
Okay.
Does it
that's
also?
fine.
Does she see her now with a cut on her face?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Good question, though.
No.
My doppelganger does not get a cut. Okay.
Hmm.
Deep. Okay, guys. Does that give me any more harm, Sean? Or I mean, it's still at level 1.
Let's say,
It was desperate.
yeah, it was desperate.
What does that mean?
True? It was desperate. Thank you, Logan.
No problem.
Logan, you
I mean,
you problematic. You
Uh,
traitor. All right, then I'm gonna
no,
resist.
we'll do that. Okay, so it's gonna be level 1 harm for that, but there's a complication. She's also going to knock you off your feet, and you'll be off. Sort of.
you have to get the edge again, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Double
if I
consequence.
resist, I have to pick which one I'm resisting, essentially.
Yeah, or resist both.
But that's 2 separate resist rolls if you
But it's 2
resist
separate
both, yeah.
rolls. Yeah.
Okay, well, I definitely am going to resist with just like I feel like momentum of like they're not gonna be able to push me over because my wreck was so intense. You know, like I just had like so much forward momentum that it, you know, like bolt like they can't. Their inertia is not enough to mess with me.
Right.
So
Okay.
are you resisting the harm or the other one?
She's resisting the other one, it sounds
the
like. The
edge,
knocking
yeah,
off,
the
yeah,
knocking
balance.
knocking off balance. Yeah. So I'll do that with prowess.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 stress. 2 stress.
Okay. And the special slash. You didn't say. You said it was still level 1 harm.
Level 1 harm.
So I'll take it in the
Searing slash.
I said special slash.
Special
slash.
Okay, so then.
So that was the setup.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at 0 effect. That gets me to limited, and then I go back down to 0. But I
Yeah.
can push myself back to limited.
Yeah. So do you want me to set you up again? Can you even do that? Is that a thing?
That's a great question. Also, I think we did say for setups you have to be at least standard
Yeah,
effect. Yeah, to get the setups to work.
But if we do, we could do a group skirmish.
You could always assist me.
Yeah.
Assist is only a die.
You have a bunch of stress left?
Yeah. I mean, even if we limited, like that's fine. We don't have to kill this.
No, and if we crit, I mean, if we crit, then we would get standard. If we do a group, and that would be 6 dice, which is, you know,
yeah,
possible.
Okay,
plausible, maybe.
So, do you want me to lead a group skirmish then?
If you lead and then push yourself, then we'll both be at limited.
Okay, that's what we'll do, Sean.
Vesper limited.
We will.
Okay, that's fine.
Come
Seize
on,
the opportunity.
team.
I will push myself to get up to limited. I hate that.
Delicious.
And we are desperate. Limited.
Skirmish.
Now, if I check an item like that, can that help me at all?
It can if it makes sense.
Like my sledgehammer.
I mean, that's just what you're attacking with, so that lets
think
you
it
have
makes
the
it
action in the
possible,
first
yeah.
place. Yeah. So items can either make things possible in the first place, or if they're like fine, or somehow you have something really specifically applicable, then it could potentially increase your effect.
Got it. Okay.
I think just effect, actually.
That's fine. Okay.
Maybe if you were wrecking, but a sledgehammer's not really great for skirmishing.
Should I do Daredevil? Probably. Theoretically,
maybe,
we'll get a 6.
Maybe not.
And it'll be fine.
But maybe don't do it, because then if I have to resist, I don't want to have to
okay.
see if that...
That could be a 6, though.
It could be 6.
It could be the 6, yeah.
That's fine.
Well, you roll first, and then we'll see.
No, I think you should have to pick.
5. Okay, this is it. Oh, that sucks.
Okay.
Well, at least
5.
we did it.
Yeah, you did do it. Okay, great job. So, the two of you gang up on this person, and Sylph, you also see your own face when you look at them.
That's fine. It's beautiful.
Now that their hood is back, and are able to, between the two of you, you're kind of able to keep pushing them back and back and back out into the edge sort of this scaffolding. You can tell they're moving incredibly quickly, very gracefully. They're very well trained. And it's only just...
Is it this freaking assassin?
I bet it is. What's her name?
Grace.
Oh, it's for sure her.
What is she doing here?
And,
okay, Grace.
Get out of here, Grace.
She said you had potential.
Well, yeah, we'll show her our potential.
And let's see, what's Grace's parting gift gonna be for you guys?
I was right. It is Grace.
Yeah.
I think you are able to skirmish. I think y'all were intending to harm them specifically, right? That was the original-
Incapacitate.
Incapacitate.
So with your limited effect, you're not able to do that. I think maybe Duchess, you get one good blow in on her leg, and you can see that it's
You should get that checked out.
damage that's stuck. And sort of the person takes sort of a little gives it just a second, like kind of lets out a hiss in pain, and it's like, well, I think I've overstayed my welcome, and then kind of like jumps onto
Bitch, you think?
one of the zip lines and starts zipping away. But just as they're zipping away, they kind of turn back and toss a bomb back at you guys. And let's see, what is this gonna be? This is gonna be.
I think this should be called Bomb Tower.
Bomb tower.
Bombs away.
What is this bitch? She's like, I've overstayed my welcome. You weren't welcomed in the first place. What are you
You're not
doing in our
alright.
score, lady? Get out of here. Send us mail. Don't pop in.
Okay. I
Stop
think
being so catty.
it'll
Duchess
be
is the only one who gets to be catty.
Skullfire. A Skullfire. Yeah, we'll say that's fine. A special
Well, you gotta
Skullfire.
tell
It's
us
Can
what
gonna,
I-
that does.
Can I resist?
I
it's gonna
want-
be
can-
level
oh,
2
can I
harm
resist it?
Skullfire though.
Logan, can I resist
it?
Yeah.
My question, Sean, is can
What?
I. Now, you know, I don't need to tell you that the nobles in this town love tennis. We play it.
This was my idea! Just
We
walk
don't.
it
We
away.
play. It's like badminton, but we don't use birdies. We use little eels, and we just hit them back and forth. Little mushrooms. Hit back and forth.
No. I think the bomb lands true no matter what because it's causing you harm. But it is level 2 harm from toxic fumes that causes incapacitating migraines. So
Well, okay,
you can't
did Logan
resist that.
Logan let it, so Duchess would take the damage. Is that what we determined? Or is this AoE?
I think this is going to be AoE.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if you
Since you're desperate.
participate, yeah.
Yeah. And you
Okay.
participated. I think we have sometimes ruled that the leader takes it.
Yeah.
But I think it
Depends
a
on the
little bit
circumstances.
context.
Okay. Well, can we resist it with something?
Sure, with something.
Is it
Uh,
like?
You could do.
You said it gives you
resolve.
migraines?
It gives you migraines.
Ooh.
I'll just power through that migraine.
With willpower.
Mhm.
She just drinks a shot of whiskey and that.
You can't affect me with that. I'm already hungover.
Okay. Resist away.
I would.
Shauna, am I affected by
Ugh.
this at all?
You are not because you were not part of the action.
Okay.
Take that stress. Level 1 harm.
I'll resist one.
Horrible migraine.
Can I resist it with prowess by dodging out of the way?
Of the fumes?
Of the actual bomb before it explodes. Like going back inside.
If you could come up with maybe another way that prowess could be used. I don't think you can dodge. The fumes are what's causing you
I'll
the
also
migraines.
take my scarf and I'll put it over my mouth.
She'll pull out her
Oh.
N95. and she'll put it on.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm too nice.
Are you?
Are you?
No! And then I'll mark armor to reduce it to 0.
That's your N95.
Yes.
Never leave home without it. Okay. So, also, blue coats got 1 tick on their clock, but they're
Okay.
not really going to matter.
No.
You still need to plant this artifact, which shouldn't be
Plant the
hard.
thing.
Before we plant this artifact.
What?
Let me do
What?
more to
What?
jeopardize
What?
our mission.
Do we want to
As per
plant it
usual.
and then
Okay,
you can do more?
sure. Plant
Okay,
it.
yeah, we'll put it on the ground. It's there on the ground now.
Near the treasure.
Next to the safe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, now you can proceed.
We wipe off our fingerprints. It's great.
Yeah, we wipe it down.
Is there any like nice jewelry from the noble's house just sitting around?
You can go to a jewelry store for your girlfriend, okay?
We're getting a cut of it later.
But we're not getting
I
the
mean-
jewelry, we're getting payout.
There's probably roll a fate die tier 3.
3 fate die.
They sell things.
Fate
You
die.
can go to stores, purchase
5?
things lawfully.
Okay, yeah, there's like maybe 1 nice piece of jewelry.
Okay, I will nab that.
Okay, you
It's a bomb.
take it.
It's a bomb.
It's a bomb. It's a compressed explosion. Your touch sets it off. Okay. Now, you just need to alley-oop on out of there.
Can I? If Sylph gets to have fun, I'm gonna whip out my spray paint.
Do not! No!
Always do this.
They don't want to know we're here.
They
That
always
ruins
do
the
this.
whole score if they
Yeah,
know we were here and
yeah.
we planted something.
Yeah.
I knocked Duchess out.
Do you want to roll the action roll and resist that?
Okay, well then how can I? Okay, Sean. Can I? I want to leave a mark that only Jaren would recognize. So he knows that I was here. But it's so vague that he would seem insane if he was like, I know what this means.
Roll a study fate die.
Echo's like, my comrades be crazy.
At least my body's normal.
With roll 1 more,
Oh.
since you know Jaren fairly well.
I do know him well.
Just thinking about poor Jaren. We haven't dealt with that recently.
4.
Okay, not great. 4. Yes, you think you come up with a symbol that he and his brother used to use as like a special sort of secret tell between them. And no one else would know about it except for him and his brother, so no one would understand except him. You think.
Perfect.
If you can like get it right. You never really paid attention to that stuff, but
That's fine. I'll just be like, look over there. And
We've
spray the
we've
symbol.
already like ziplined away.
Yeah, you guys, I'll be like, I'm right behind you. Okay. And then spray paint. And then I'll.
Bye, bitch.
I'll need you to make one more roll to zipline
Yeah.
away.
Group prowl. Maybe, or we
Do I
can
need to make
individually
mine
do it.
before I
We can
prowl away?
Yeah, roll just tinker
I like this, Sean.
fate die.
How about I have to prowl individually?
Okay, sure. Whatever floats your boat.
We like
Whatever floats
think,
my trauma,
We think you're behind us, and then you're not.
And then you look around, you're like, where is this bitch? She's up there spray painting.
She got hooks in her chest, and she's.
Oh, my new favorite thing.
It's gonna be all the
Okay.
rage.
Who's rolling?
Okay.
You guys
Abby,
can prowl
you
away.
or
and then
me?
I'll-
How many do you
Okay.
have?
I have 3 stress available, so really 2.
Okay, I'll lead for the lulls.
For the lulz?
For the
Okay.
lulz.
She wants to get traumatized right
She
on the
wants
way out.
that- she wants
What's
that
our
trauma.
position and effect?
Risky standard, probably.
Okay. Do you want to swap position for effect?
Sure, we
Okay.
always do this to ourselves.
That way we're desperate standard, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, I'm gonna
we
take care of
yodel
it.
while going down the zip line. We're like, "Ah!"
I think you have like jerry-rigged together, maybe.
I have a
something
pistol that I'm trying to use.
Yeah, exactly.
So here
I
you
don't
can borrow this.
think any of you actually have anything to do it effectively with.
We're doing it Mulan style with a fan.
Okay, here's mine. Okay,
Silk.
good. 6. Oh,
Great.
Okay.
Well, that's one stress. One more stress.
Yeah.
But you zip on down and away. And you can see the blue coats from a distance as you're leaving. They've hit the 4th floor and they're on their way up to the 5th. And you see Duchess is not right behind you as you expected. Duchess, if
Yes.
you would be so kind.
Can I spray paint this thing?
Yes.
Or rather than spray painting, maybe I just like leave a note with it on the ground.
Sure. Roll.
Could I study for that one then? Like I've done this beforehand to leave it.
Sure.
Okay, and I like go through a bunch of iterations and be like, "Oh, that doesn't look right. Oh, that doesn't look
Mhm.
right." Okay. Study. What's my
A risky standard.
okay? So desperate standard. I like put it down. I'm like, no, it has to
Desperate
be in the right spot. So I pick it back up and I keep moving it.
You don't want it to get trampled,
I don't want it to get trampled, but I want it to be noticeable.
but not too ostentatious.
But not too. I don't want it to look like it was
it's like
placed.
a love note, but
I want it to look like it was
Free interior
casually
decorating.
dropped.
It's hard. It takes a long time.
It takes a while. Okay, 4.
Oh.
Okay, 4. So you get this note in what you think is
she's
the
left. She gets caught by the blue
primo
coats.
spot.
I can't get caught. I'm
and-
already in prison.
I know, really, you are. Okay, and I think oh gosh, you're desperate for this. What fun stuff can we do?
Oh my gosh, so many desperate rolls were made.
Okay, so you I've got to shoot Duchess at least once. I think a blue coat, a young blue coat, peeks her head up over, is surprised to see anyone still here, points her rifle at you and says, "Put your hands up!" And she's obviously very shaken though, and pulls the trigger accidentally.
Bitch,
And you-
go back to boot camp.
You take level 4 harm.
Oh my god.
Shot right in the nipple piercing.
I'll resist that. Thank you very much.
Can I, would this help, Sean, if I flashed back and told Dharma not to kill anybody so they used rubber bullets?
Ooh.
No.
Okay.
Denied. That was denied.
Ooh, okay, well that's fine.
Okay, level 3 harm is on you.
Do you have armor that you can take?
Do you have heavy armor left?
Do I have it? Let's see. I have 6. I have 2.
You should have a lot of load.
Mm-hmm.
Or did you check your sledgehammer?
I checked it. It seemed a little silly to have it be 2 load when every other weapon is a 1 load, and I didn't even get a benefit. So I checked a blade or 2 instead, which means I do have 3.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take it.
I'll check heavy armor. So now it's level 2 harm.
Okay. Beautiful.
This bitch.
She says a little sorry. Seems
Oh.
very shocked by her
Snatched.
own
Wait,
shooting.
damn
Shot unjustly. Should have a titty shot.
it. Okay, great. And then I'm gonna just
Nip slip.
I'll just clutch my chest and grab the thing and prowl
Dramatically
away.
fall out while you zip line away. Yeah, you gotta prowl.
Uh-huh.
I think you're desperate standard.
Desperate standard. Okay. Um
You can take a bad devil's bargain.
yeah, what do you got for me?
I see. I wasn't expecting you to actually take me up on it.
Oh, I got one. You've left
What?
proof that Jaren will find that he thinks you were there, and now this lady has seen you, so they can put together pieces. Like, there's somebody else that has proof that will understand his story.
Oh yeah, this trigger happy rookie.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Let's see. Is there anything else fun?
And then we could actually play with Jaren, because we've never met.
Yeah. Let's say Jaren redoubles his efforts with new proof. Would be the bargain.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay. So okay. So I can that's a push yourself, or can I do both? I can't do both.
You
Yeah, devil's
can't-
bargain is a
yeah.
free die.
You can't push yourself and take a devil's bargain.
It for both for die. You can push yourself still for effect level.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, okay, great. So I will push myself for an extra die and devil's bargain. Wait, no, I will devil's bargain for a die and push myself for effect so that I'm just at desperate. What did you say?
You're at standard.
Desperate standard.
Yep. With
And
an
rolling one
yeah,
die.
Yeah. Oh!
It's still rolling just one die.
Because I have base one, minus one,
Oh,
back to
no.
plus one.
Oh, jeez.
Can I bring the gondola around so she
no,
can like maybe?
it'll be fine.
Okay.
Every time I click my effect
something.
and I hit submit, and then I'm like ready to go, and then it's like bonus die, and I'm like,
I
no,
know
just
it,
submit.
I know, and you're like, bonus die, damn it! I was ready.
Will it
no bonus
automatically
die.
do the -1?
No.
Okay,
No.
good. 5.
Oh, good.
Five.
Woo!
Okay, you succeed with a consequence. A desperate consequence.
Desperate Quench.
A desperate consequence. A desperate consequence. So I think for how much more harm can I pile up on you guys? Okay, we'll avoid that
Stev,
for now.
We gotta keep Stev in business.
Oh,
somehow.
Stev's in business, all right.
All
Stev's
mine are
maybe
physical.
overwhelmed. Let's see. It's a good desperate consequence. I definitely think we should do heat as they see you ziplining away. So we'll do probably one consequence will be maybe +2 heat, and then I think a second one will be I think maybe Darmit's not so sure about doing another job with you guys.
No,
while.
darn it.
Okay, I'll resist the Dharma one.
I can resist.
Oh,
You
you
can
could
bodyguard that for
protect
her?
me.
No.
Yeah.
She has no stress, I promise you.
I don't.
That's fine. I'm going to resist the. Wait, are you going to resist Darmit, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll do it.
You'll do it? Okay.
Yeah, I'll resist
Okay,
Dharma.
Then
No,
I'll
that's so
resist the
bad.
heat.
She was Darmit's contact.
How will I resist the heat? I will resist it by shouting as I jump down, thinking, she's seen my face. She's going to know to connect the dots. I'll say, you haven't seen the last of
Grace yet.
the Foghounds.
Oh, really throwing them under the bus. Okay, that's insight or whatever the understanding one is.
Perfect. And I have -1 die to also resistance or just action rolls from harm.
I don't know, Logan. Why do you ask me this?
Because
you have let's see. Harm.
It's always the last 30 minutes of play where we're like, you know what we need to do?
More
I'll take the -1, Sean.
Yeah.
It just says -1 D. It doesn't say to what. Okay.
Yeah, I would. Sure. That's fine.
Come on.
It's going to be the only way to control your dice rolls for resistance anyways.
No!
No trauma for you!
On the way out.
Let's see if I get traumatized.
I don't attempt to protect. I want to resist that.
No, I'm so nice to them, and then they just want to traumatize themselves on the way out. So I'm gonna need to up it so they just fail.
Okay, I'm gonna resist
on the way in.
Darmit not wanting to work with us by meeting him in an alleyway nearby, after the fact, to make sure everything went well, and just talk him down.
He's like, no, it didn't.
This sub branch of the wraiths. They were
Grace.
super self-destructive, and apparently they were scared that you were going to get caught, and we met a couple of them. They ran away, but they set off more bombs up here that we had to deal with. It was just a shit show.
And then there was this weird person named Grace.
Yeah.
Do I have to consent to her protection, Sean?
Do you have to consent to her protection?
Because if you say no, then I'm going to protect her.
From herself?
Echo knocks both of them out.
It does not specify if you need to.
That's fine.
Have
you can
consent
have this
or
one
not.
happen. You can have it.
Darmit's my guy!
Darmit's your guy.
Curse you with 6s.
What is that? Insight, maybe?
Deception for sure.
Yeah, deception, sure. Whatever the insight one.
Oh, no!
I cursed you with 6s. Perfect.
Okay, we gotta go back in there, Slyph. We're not done.
Y'all are
yet.
done. Y'all are done.
Echo forcibly puts you in a gondola and drives you away. Puts a little trans powder. She's like, oh, what's that over there? Oh, what's that over there?
All right. So, will someone roll 4 fate die for me?
Oh. I got it.
Now, this is good. I mean, you want this to be good.
4.
Oof, not great. Okay. So, I think for your payoff, so you get 3 rep and only 8 coin.
That's pretty good.
2 each, 2 in the
Yeah.
party.
And let's see. Your heat.
That was contained. That was controlled. Quiet.
I did lie to
operation.
Darmit that it was all the wraiths, so maybe it wasn't so bad.
And I didn't leave
I mean,
my
my
classic calling
bombs
sign.
looks like fireworks. Nobody thought that they were bombs.
I think everyone did hear the explosion from the
It's an olfactory, Sean. Anything can happen.
That lady's not going to say, I saw her face, because she's going to have to say, oh, I just shot someone without asking any questions, and I saw her face.
I mean, that's not really a problem for the Blue Coats. They're definitely more of a shoot first, ask questions later kind of group.
I don't get it. We always greet people nicely, and we don't approach with violence.
Was killing involved?
No one died. They just screamed in pain.
I think I'm going to need someone to roll one fate die and see what happens.
Yeah, this was indirect killing, not our fault.
I'll do it.
They charged in.
Fate die.
They saw the meat hooks. They saw the bombs.
Oh, no.
Okay, so people definitely died, and it's definitely your fault, more or less. So we'll count that. Okay, so I think that was loud and chaotic. Was it wild and devastating exposure?
Not devastating.
That's pretty devastating.
Shut up, Abby.
Let's go for it. Yeah, I think that's the closest to wild and devastating you've ever gotten.
I don't know. There was a goat one time.
There was the goat. I think that's the next closest devastating exposure. It was wild, that's for sure. Okay. Plus...
I think it's because somebody made it a death trap full of scary meat.
Yeah, that's not our fault.
Yeah, it's not our
Butcher
fault.
hooks. You could have turned them off.
We are all vegans. We do not contribute to the meat industry.
I definitely know none of y'all are vegan. Too much eel has been eaten with this group. Okay.
That's the same thing as being vegan. And Doskvol.
We just drink their breath.
Let's see. Plus 1 heat for a high profile or well connected target. Nah. Plus 1 heat if it happened on hostile turf. I will say yes to that. Plus 1 heat if you're at war. No. Plus 2 heat if killing was involved. Yes. So that's 3 extra heat. You did resist the heat consequence.
Yeah.
So I'll just let that one be full. So you're at 9 heat. Since you did make efforts to distract from your involvement, I'll give you, I think, -2 heat. So 7.
Are you sure you
heat.
didn't want to say -3?
No, I'm done being nice.
Actually, no. Wanted 2 with 0 heat is actually okay-ish.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's better than full heat on wanted 1.
It's bad for Duchess.
It's bad for
whoever
Duchess,
goes
yeah.
to prison.
That's fine.
Didn't she just go to prison to clear all this?
I'm still in prison.
I mean, yeah, you are, but I've already decided that's not really a problem for you. Okay. So, entanglements. Let's see. You said you're wanted level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can roll
Heat
entanglements if you
0.
want. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's my...
Wow, that's not good.
Ooh, what'd you...
That is bad.
2 6s.
2 6s.
Abby.
I don't even think they have something for if you roll a crit on entanglements.
No, it's just
6.
bad.
It's just bad.
I think it's
guess
just-
I could make it worse for you.
No, we're okay.
You could, yeah. You could give us. Ooh, you could give us all 1 stress.
Oh.
No.
Happy or
Because you
reward
want
or
that.
punishment?
Okay. So you've got. Let me double check all my entanglements. This always takes me a sec. And you're at wanted level 2.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the cooperation one? Oh, a +3 satisfaction asks you for a favor.
Oh, that's fun.
You have to agree to do it or forfeit 1 rep per tier. Or lose 1 status with them.
Oof.
Our only +3 faction is
the Sirens.
The Sirens, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you have? You've got negative with who? Gondoliers.
Bluecoats, Foghounds, Gondoliers.
Bluecoats, Foghounds, Gondoliers.
Probably now the Wraiths as well.
Oh, definitely. You get an automatic -2 for taking territory from someone.
Hey, we're not at war though. They're just pissed.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. I think I think I don't like the Sirens just asking for a favor. So that's what the whole first part of this game was.
You could
I
make
think
it
maybe-
something juicy though.
Juicy?
Something that we
It's
don't
like a hard
like.
favor?
Yeah. Something that throws a stone in our relationship.
Yeah, our good
What would
friend
that
Lord.
be?
I don't know,
Skurlock.
but you have a whole 2 weeks to think about it.
Okay. Oh yeah, but y'all can refuse.
Yeah, but I don't know.
We won't.
No. I don't think
Okay.
Sylph would.
Sure. If you're okay with not knowing right now.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll come up with a juicy. I'm gonna put that in quotation marks so we know it's a good one.
Ooh, yeah. They're like, hey, we've killed Rain. We need you to dispose of the body.
Yikes! We need you to assassinate her. Okay.
Yeah, something
juicy
like that.
request from the side.
Something like that.
We need you to destroy the Eel's Breath distillery in Doskvol.
Oh yeah, that would be the end of the world. Okay, downtime.
I'll indulge my vice.
What's your
See.
vice?
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. What is your vice? Oh, wait. How much heat do you need to get rid of? Not heat. Stress.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I have 6 stress. Exactly.
Okay, how about this? I got put back in prison. I returned to prison. And I'm like, I have got to go to the opera, but I can't go to the opera, so I put on a mini production in prison about
I love
I
it.
love it.
a sailor who can't stop punching things. I don't know. Or maybe you just get into a fight when you're there.
A sailor who punches a ghost.
Yeah, it's like a gladiator sailor kind of a
Mhm.
deal.
Or I just invite you to come watch it, and while you're there, I'm like, listen, I need you to beat up this lunch lady. She gave me 1 scoop of potatoes, and I wanted 2. She hasn't got the memo.
I'm like, okay. No, I like it when other people fight.
She
Oh.
So
Game
Oh, okay,
on
come
other
to
people's
prison.
fights.
There's a
Yeah.
whole, there's a whole industry.
yeah. So you just invite me over during the you have the opera, and then you're like, but I promise the fights happen after the opera, and I stay. I stay
You just
for
have to
that.
literally give an opinion, and someone will disagree, and then you egg 2 people on.
Yeah.
So just say
great.
the opera was okay.
And then you
Point
get
fix.
Duchess and someone else fighting immediately.
Great.
Okay, great. Yes. So you can roll your vice, and then you can adjust up or down by 1 or 2.
Nice. Oh,
Good job.
well. Exact.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. You guys need a lot of healing.
We do
Oh
need
my
a lot
god.
of healing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, my second.
So did we decide that you have to
Takes the
heal?
whole everything down goes by 1 when you
Okay.
heal.
So you don't have to heal twice if your less effect is full.
No.
No.
Once you heal, the entire thing goes down by
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Can I hang out with Arana and get her to heal my sickened and spirit migraine? Because the sickened was from those dogs that are Forgotten God based too.
You'll have to acquire her.
Yeah, that's fine.
She's not gonna be better than Stev.
Steph
But
can't
Steph
heal
can't
my
do it.
migraine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
He only does
yeah.
physical ailments.
I guess he could heal my sickened, and then the clock would reduce everything anyway. But that doesn't. I don't know.
The migraines, I guess, are a physical ailment.
No, but
I
she
was
has a
thinking.
spirit migraine
Yeah, it's a
from
spirit
before.
migraine. From that.
We all have
yeah.
normal migraines.
From that spooky
from the-
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a spirit migraine. Okay, I forgot
She
about that.
started with that.
Yeah, then I guess you could acquire Arana.
Okay,
I mean,
that's a
she's
coin.
Not, a healing specialist, but she probably knows some.
Okay. What tier is she?
Tier 3.
Okay.
If you pay me a coin, I'll acquire an asset for you, and I get +1 result level.
Don't we get +1D from something we have? When you acquire an asset.
Yeah, we get
You
+1
do.
D
You have
from
+1D.
pack
pack
rats.
rats
Okay. And
But I have connected, and I get a result level
for free. Yeah.
for free.
when you acquire an asset, do I have to roll to acquire her and then roll
Yeah.
for her
Yeah.
healing? Okay.
hmm
Yeah, because based on how well you roll, it determines her tier.
It determines how
Sure.
many dice
I
she
already
rolls
spent the
for her
coin, so
tier.
you can acquire her.
Yeah, I'll just be like, oh, Arana? No, here's someone better I know of. So, I don't know. And it's our tier that I roll?
For acquire asset, you roll. You have to reach a minimum quality level. Oh, but it's different when you acquire for a person.
I
Just roll
think
the
it's
dice.
I think
I
it's
think we
tier.
roll our tier and then they roll their tier to do what we want them to do.
The quality of the asset you get. Yeah. Roll your tier.
Okay.
So it's a 6 with your
So
thing.
it's a 6, yeah.
Which is equal to your tier. Because you guys are only tier 2.
But she's an expert, so she gets +1?
Yeah, so she gets 3 for healing.
Yes, I think
Yep.
that's how all of those
Yes,
rules are
I think
correct.
that is how we would do it. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Because you're acquiring the asset of an
Ugh,
expert
it's
healer.
horrible.
Oh, Arana.
No, it
Or
wasn't
whoever-
Ivana. I should have
wasn't
gone to Ivana.
Should have gone to Arana.
I'm also going to heal from Stev, like normal. So
yeah.
he rolls 3.
3 dice.
Ugh. Come on, Stev.
Let's see how many hooks you can remove in one go.
4. So
Why did you roll a 4?
why did I roll 1 4? That's not.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops! I know what
Roll
I
2 more
did.
die. Oh, not much
4,
better.
okay.
Can you acquire somebody again for me? I'll pay you a coin to do it.
You only have to acquire them once,
Oh,
and then you can use
and
them.
then I can pay a coin to heal again? Okay, perfect.
I believe so.
Sean's checking.
Yeah,
'cause-
that's fine.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you only have to acquire them once, and then you can use them again and again
Okay,
for this downtime.
so that's
Yeah.
2. And I'll pay
So how many do
another
we heal on a 4?
coin to bump it up to
2.
a 6, which will finish it, and I'll clear both of my level ones. Perfect.
Great. Okay. So on a 4, I
Oh,
healed
just-
2. I'm gonna heal again from Stev.
So
2
that's
more.
2 more.
God, Stev's just rolling in the money.
No, he's spending it on special concoctions to try and heal you fools.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Crit.
5.
That's 5.
that's 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hot damn.
Great.
And it can roll over 2.
Yeah. Perfect. I think I'm fully healed then, because I've healed 2. A coin would increase it to 3 if I increased my 4.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
worth it
6.
just to pay the coin to roll again, because you could roll over further, if you can.
But when you take harm, it clears, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So let me clear all this and figure out how much money I'm out.
Sarah,
I
do
think
you want to
just
heal?
one.
Yes, I would like to heal. I think I can just go to Stub for both of my things. My
Probably.
special slash and my minor explosive.
Oh, yeah. Your special slash is going to be harder to heal.
I figured that's what you were going to do. Do I need to like up its effect then, essentially? Like
I have not. Let's see. So basically, you go to Stev, and Stev looks at it, and he's like, "Well, you were definitely poisoned somehow. Like
I
this was a
like,
poison slash, obviously."
obviously.
I think he'll need.
Do we need to like acquire a poison person?
Yeah, I think either you'll need to acquire like an antidote, or you'll have to, like roll to see if Stev is good enough to do it on his own. Like it's gonna be. I feel like it's
Okay.
not gonna heal normal. Like you're gonna need higher levels of success to get any movement on that, any traction on that one.
If
Almost
I
like it
roll
needs a separate clock.
If I roll for Stev, I have +1d to healing treatment rolls. Do I get that +1d on that, or is it
Yeah.
literally just a roll to like see his level?
No, you would get the +1 healing because it's your body that's poisoned and healing.
Okay. So can we try? I mean, I guess just try it at first and see
Yeah,
what
I mean, like if
happens.
you roll a crit, then that's gonna probably still have an effect on
Okay.
the poison.
How much do I roll? I
3.
never remember with healing. 3 plus my extra die?
Plus your extra die, and you only need 3 slots to fully heal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 plus my extra die is 4. Okay. Come on, Steph. Yay!
Nice. That's 3.
Okay, that's 3. So I think that will clear whatever your other condition was.
Mm-hmm.
For the poison, I think it will.
It's not getting worse, but it's not getting better.
Yeah, I think it'll abate the effects, but it's not. He's like, I still don't know exactly what poison it is, so I'm not sure what I can do to heal it.
Okay. So if I want to get an antidote, then I just go about it the same way I would have, like,
You'd acquire an asset,
acquired an asset. Okay.
and I would set the minimum tier for acquiring the asset, which I'm gonna say is tier 4.
Tell me now. Tell me now, honey boo boo. Oh, what about this? Okay, so I'm gonna acquire an asset, but it's gonna be, remember how we had our favorite grandma who was getting super special treatments,
Who's in a different city?
who's now in a different city, but I can send her like a little telegram and like see who she's been seeing.
Hey, remember when we
She's
kidnapped
She's
you?
like barely cognizant, Sarah, if you remember correctly.
I know. By her I mean her and her son, Sean,
Who hates you?
who hates us, but realizes after a while that we're okay.
Okay.
And yeah, I just want to know where they got their work done.
You know where they got their work done. It was from your family.
I know, but I don't know how to get to my family, which is the real problem.
That's so sad.
I know. Or their labs or whatever. Okay, maybe not a great idea. I just go to Vinny and I talk to him. He uses poisonous things all the time in the making of bombs.
Technically,
And-
y'all know
Poppy? Yeah.
Oh.
Listen,
forgot
I
about
just
Poppy.
deal with explosives and roses, okay? I don't know anything about your weird cut on your
None
face.
of these weird poison roses. All right, I go to Poppy. I walk in to Poppy's
Venus
store.
is also there, I guess.
Venus is also there, I guess.
maybe he could be
Who's
off. You don't know.
Poppy?
My other
Remember
character.
Abby's
character
other
you play?
character?
Yeah,
I
she's
say,
part of the
Poppy.
Sirens.
Yeah.
Darling,
Part time.
look at this face. Look at my beautiful face. I can't be in disguise with this. I need your help. It's not healing right. Can I acquire you as my poison expert, please? Thank you.
Yes, you can acquire her. I'll give you an extra die.
To get 4
Six.
die.
3
To
die.
acquire Poppy.
2 plus pack rats plus
Oh, plus pack
Yeah.
rats. Yeah, I forgot.
Nice.
Yeah, so 4 die.
Okay. Poppy, darling. I got a 6.
yeah, that makes her equal to our tier. Is that what we said?
Yes. Which the problem is she needs a tier 4 item.
Fine, you can spend coin to increase your...
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you'd need to spend 2 coin to.
All right, well, I spend 2 coin, and this is an extra downtime activity, so I'm really spending 3 coin.
Actually, that's not right. 6 is tier plus 1.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, so if you spend 1 coin,
One
you can
coin
get her
will
to
make it a
tier 4.
critical.
Yeah.
Okay, I spend 1 coin.
Wait, I thought that was how many dice they rolled. Tier plus 1.
No. No, that they're rolling tier plus 1 because they're an expert. The quality of the asset you get using the tier screw as a base. 1 through 3 is your tier minus 1. 4 to 5 is your tier. 6 is tier plus 1, and critical is tier plus 2. We messed that up with someone else.
That's okay.
It's just badly printed in the book.
Kids, don't make the same mistakes we do.
Learn
So
how to
you
read.
get to roll if you spend an extra money, Sarah.
So I spend 1 coin to up her level, and I
to
spend 1
4,
coin for
and
the
then she
downtime.
rolls 5 dice to heal you.
Okay. Plus my extra 1d on healing rolls.
Yeah.
So 6 dice.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
technically, you're just using Poppy to acquire. Well, okay. Roll it into 1. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. Roll her tier. Roll.
4 plus 1 plus 1 is what we decided.
Mhm.
6 die.
I'm doing it.
Holy. What?
Okay, well, she does heal your face, luckily. Poppy says it's an extremely rare and unusual poison that she doesn't see very often, but luckily she does carry some of the necessary ingredients to make an antidote. And
The
she
antidote's
does.
eel's breath. Luckily.
She just splashes your face.
That's my morning
That's-
routine.
That's
my,
her moisturizing
That's
routine.
my
You could have just
skincare
got ready in the
routine.
morning.
Yes, okay. That should heal your face.
But not your weird body.
But never your weird body.
Never my weird body. Still weird.
Okay, I
Sweet.
think that's all the downtimes.
That is. I think we did what we needed
Unless
to do.
more people want to spend more money to reduce
I have no
stress.
money.
I have no money.
I have money, but
I
I
love
don't
to
need
give
to
it
spend
and
anything.
take it away.
I know, they really do. You kind of are constantly spending.
Perfect. That's the whole point. You gotta be super careful, or else not gonna have anything to play with. Okay, XP we can do off stream because this has been going on long enough.
What?
It's not very interesting
We're not
either, I
fascinating
promise.
and interesting in all that we do, Sean.
When we argue about tier levels and dice amounts, yes,
Sean, the
I'm
people
sure.
want to see us argue with you for XP.
Well, fine, I guess. I'm sure y'all kept track of all your desperate rolls.
So many desperate rolls.
So
Or
many.
else you're out of luck. Did you activate your playbook specific XP trigger?
Stealth or evasion?
Calculation.
Sarah, I
You
don't
know,
think you
I
persuaded a
didn't.
single person.
I didn't have a single person. Sean
Oh, no.
purposefully made that so I had no person
I really
until the
didn't.
end.
You could have talked to Grace, but you decided to
could
punch first.
Yeah.
I was unstable.
It was
That's
her fault.
what
She
I
was
will-
there.
Bringing up Grace. I have an additional XP trigger. You got payback against someone who harmed you or someone you care about. If your crew helped you get payback, you also mark crew XP. Grace messed Echo up with that poison, and then we hit her back.
No, that does not count. That was all in the same. That was all in the same heist.
Okay.
That's one event.
That's fine.
Now, if in the future, it can maybe count.
Grace.
We're on to you, Grace.
We're on to you, Grace. You weirdo.
There will be no saving yourself, Grace.
Echo's like, you can never say my body's weird
Anyways,
again.
did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I showed a superior knowledge of ropes.
You did bring up ropes in regards to sailing multiple times, so I'll give you one for that.
I both talked about Jaren, and I talked about my extensive background of playing tennis with the nobles.
Tennis does not exist in Doskvol, and I will put my foot down on that.
I grabbed that jewelry.
Okay, you did. I'll give you the jewelry, and I'll give you one for Jaren. Did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma?
I was reckless.
Everyone gets one for that.
I wish I could have struggled with trauma more, Sean.
Okay, well, try harder next time. Okay. Crew advancement. Crew specific XP trigger. You did a reverse.
Reverse theft.
A reverse theft.
AKA a plant.
I think we also sabotaged ourselves.
Oh, we sabotaged
Successfully.
ourselves. And it doesn't specify who we have to
I think you
sabotage.
sabotaged.
Yeah,
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 sure,
yeah,
that's fine. Yes.
We sabotage the structural integrity of that building.
Oh, very well, very well. There was a lot of building sabotaging. Contend with challenges above your current station. Yes. Bolster your crew's
What? Okay.
reputation.
What? Go back.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
They were
What?
5 levels above us.
Yeah. What? What challenge above our current station did we do?
Rates. The rates are one tier higher than you.
Okay, but what about also Grace?
Ooh, yeah, you lured it into that trap.
No, I'm
We
thinking
did
just one.
contend. We contended.
We
with Grace.
contended
And the blue coats!
with challenges above our current station
You brought the
multiple
blue coats
times.
upon yourself.
You're not wrong about that.
We're not wrong about that one, but you brought Grace onto us.
Actually, y'all
It's
brought Grace
really-
upon yourselves
it's
too.
really
You just don't know why.
Our bad engagement roll that brought this all upon us.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay.
Just one. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. I think y'all should start developing a new one, which is called collateral damage.
Literally
Contained.
insane.
And quiet.
Insane, yeah, that's good. Reckless, dramatic.
Dramatic. Never.
What
never
is your
once.
reputation listed as? Professional?
Professional.
Litigious and reliable.
Litigious and reliable.
And we are all 3.
It's true, we haven't been very litigious lately.
Well, as we got more trauma, it's kind of gotten out of hand.
Oh, it started so clean and crisp, and it's just spiraled out of
Trauma
control.
really messes with your reputation, I have to say.
I think
maybe you should think
destructive
about
might be a good
promoting
one.
A new one. Yeah,
Destructive.
destructive. could be. I think you've been destructive in all of your previous heists.
We get it. We're reliable because we get the job done no matter the collateral damage.
At all costs.
We are litigious because we know all the city ordinances and we break them all.
We'll
That's not OSHA.
Our guarantee to you.
Professional is one of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if
the
you
first
drop
one.
professional, I'll let you get a new one, and you can get an XP for it.
I think destructive is great.
I mean, I want destructive.
Yeah, destructive is probably the
Great.
most true.
Updated.
Perfect.
Foxfire. It's like unleashing a wildfire
It's now
on your
like
problems.
everything is on fire. Yeah, exactly. That's
so
great.
when you really want to F your enemies up in unforeseen ways.
Yeah. And everything around your enemies.
And
too.
everything around them.
Okay, express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
Our goal, destruction. Our drive, destruction.
Our
Inner
inner
conflict.
conflict, Duchess wanting to spray paint her logo. We're being
Duchess
like,
wanting
no,
to
no,
clean
no.
the place up and being stopped. That was conflict. Essential nature of the crew.
Camaraderie.
And destruction. Explosions, really. That's the essential nature of the crew.
We bond through explosions.
Oh,
That's really
man. Goals,
Yeah.
drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. I mean, a lot did happen.
Would you say it happened
We did a lot of
multiple
teamwork.
times?
I feel like we set up each other a lot, and
We did.
we were very helpful to each other.
Here's the thing.
I don't
already
even
marked
know
it
if the
twice,
crew has
so
a
I'm just
goal
gonna
at the
give it.
moment. Or a drive.
Sean,
Our drive is to disrupt the rates and help the hive, which
Yeah.
we did progress.
Okay, I'll give you one. That is
thanks,
correct.
Abby. Thanks, Abby.
You're lucky y'all have Abby.
I'm a
We
good
are.
XP lawyer.
She
the
really
best
is the
XP
XP lawyer.
She's litigious.
Offer
Hey,
that as a
that
service.
means
Oh!
she did it multiple times. Sean,
No.
does that mean?
You got
She's
rid of.
living
We
the
got rid
role.
of that.
No, we didn't get rid of litigious. We got
No,
rid of
yeah,
Professional.
professional.
Oh.
We're not professional.
Right.
professional.
That went down the drain so fast.
It's
Good
hard
goal.
to be professional
Yeah.
and
And
Still
yeah,
have fun.
it's, yeah.
It is
Still
hard.
have fun.
Well, that
All
was
right.
a romp if there ever was one.
no goats though.
No goats, just meat hooks and
Soon
places
to
they
be a
shouldn't
goat
be.
butcher shop, so it'll be fine.
It's like titty tassels, but giant meat hooks.
The
Oh, it's
most
amazing.
terrifying of tassels.
Oh my god, it's amazing. I love it so much. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had as much fun as we did. And next week we'll be back with more Tales from the Loop, which is growing more terrifying by the second.
I do my
So,
best.
You can either be traumatized as thieves or traumatized as small children. Pick your poison. But thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.